How are we, lids? How's it going? Welcome to this week's episode of Have a Word, the podcast. And if you want to see this thing live, we are doing our first ever live podcast shows outside of Liverpool this year. We're coming to Newcastle, Glasgow, Birmingham and Dublin. They're on sale now at haveawordlive.com. On top of that, if you want to see me and Dan do some stand-up, our stand-up tours are on sale right now. You can get Dan's tickets from dannightingale.com. Shows are starting to sell out. And I've got my shows on sale at adamrowe.co.uk. I'm going all over the UK, all over Ireland, and there's now some Europe dates added. Shows are going to start selling out very, very soon. So go and get your tickets right now. I really appreciate it. We cannot wait to see you on the road. And please don't forget, as always, you can become a Patreon of the Have a Word podcast and get access to all sorts of extra content and goodies from just £3 a month at patreon.com/haveawordpod. Dan, what are we sort of giving these people if they sign up?
Well, there's a reason we're the biggest patron in the UK and one of the biggest in the world. Every Wednesday, we do a patron exclusive where it's me, Adam, Carl, and the lads. It's an hour and a half of absolutely unfiltered Have a Word bullshit. You also get early access to this public episode. Normals get it on the Monday. The proper lids, the Have a Word patrons, can watch it on Saturday morning. You also now have a Word Sounds, the new pod with Finn. We've got discounts on merch and the Patreon specials once a month. This is what sets us apart. They are legendary.
We are going to Nashville next week, and we're going to film the entire week while we're over there. And in June, they're going to go out as our June specials for Patreon. We've also got this week's special coming up on Friday the 7th of April. On Friday the 7th of April, you've got the chocolate dinosaur special going out. Why is it called that? You'll only know if you sign up, mate. But there's also a huge back catalogue of every special we've done so far.
Amsterdam was absolutely amazing. The Ghost Hunts 1 and 2, the restaurant takeover, the arena show, the racetrack where Carl smashed up a car, and the lock-ins. We've got so many lock-ins now with Jamie, Hutchinson, with Ishan. All of these Have a Word legends getting pissed up with us in the studio.
The Paddy's Day lock-in, the Cinco de Mayo lock-in, the Oktoberfest lock-in. They're absolutely legendary. It's some of the best content we make. You can get it all starting from just £3 a month, patreon.com/haveawordpod. Pause the show, go and sign up to that, get the best content on the planet, and then come back and watch this episode, because guess what? It's going to be good.
It's a belter. Fucking...
What's up?
HMRC have asked for all of my student loan back all at once. When?
Holy shit.
When was that
money.
a thing?
No
I
money.
thought I got to borrow money as a fucking child, as a 20-year-old. He was like, oh, I need to do drinking and drugs.
Yeah.
And I thought they were going to ask for it back at like £5 a week for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's if you earn national minimum wage, Dan. You don't earn.
Well, if you earn national minimum wage, you don't ever have to pay
No,
it back.
okay, then a low
There's
salary.
a threshold, and apparently I just bummed the fuck out of the threshold because there's another threshold where they're like, oh, cool. Can we have all that back in immediately?
How much? It's definitely less than mine because you went when it was like 14 quid a
Do you
term.
get interest on it? Because if it's just from what university cost when you went, it's going to be like
Exactly.
14
It's
quid, isn't it?
3 and 6. It's 8. It's 8 shillings. They want 8 shillings.
How much is it?
It's 8 grand.
That is no money.
Oh, no money.
Mum, it's £9 a year.
Just because that's your fucking yearly webs cost.
Oh, no, that's not.
Get up from that one. What? 8 grand out of nowhere. They're literally going, listen, you need to pay that. That's out of nowhere.
Yeah,
you
but
all
isn't
right?
it going to be nice to get that out the way? And just be like, you know, because it's been a burden on it.
No. I've been ignoring it.
Dan, that is one
just
less
asked-
ivory back scratcher for you to buy this
Oh,
month.
yeah. Fucking can't move for ivory back scratchers. That's my annual ivory back scratcher cost. Fuck, what the fuck is that about? HMRC.
You know what
Hi,
it's about?
By the way. Well, I don't want to pay all
I
at once.
didn't know it was HMRC that were doing that. I thought the student loans company was like a private company.
Oh, no, they're well in with HMRC. They're like, listen, we can't get money, but you can because people are scared of it. They got the fucking tax man. And I didn't get a degree. I did nearly a bit more than fucking ROWE.
I don't think you should have to pay it back if you didn't
Thank
get the
you,
degree.
Adam. And if you
I
could
owe
speak to
over
it.
40. And I got a degree that I don't use, which is worse.
What?
I owe over 40 grand.
40.
It was £9 a year, wasn't it?
9,000 a year plus maintenance loans.
Wow.
Yeah, so stop crying about your 8.
Well,
From your ass
I'd
pocket.
stop earning money, mate, because you're going to get a fucking knock at the door.
Knock? I just want to open.
Knock.
I don't open to the fucking TV license guy. I'm going to open to the HMRC. Little
They're
muppet.
going to be stood there together. Hello, lad. Good to see you.
Just everyone. United Utilities behind them.
He knocked it again
The
the other day.
AA.
He knocked again the other day. You can go online and say, I don't need one. I didn't know you could do that. I've done that now. And he knocked again. I was like, you're not coming in.
No, I don't. They're not. They're
You
not.
gotta understand, though. That makes it look suspicious, and is why he keeps coming.
I don't need one. I
I
don't
don't
have
need
the
one.
television.
You're not coming in.
No.
Just in case you find something.
But it's famous TV licensed people. They're like vampires. You've got to invite them in.
You have?
Yeah, of
You
course
can
you
look
have.
through the window.
No, of course you have. He's the TV licensed man. They're not coming with just mowing down the door. What have you been watching? You've had Radio 4 on. Filling full of bullets. All right.
Radio's okay, innit?
Yeah. What?
The radio will be alright.
I think it's not. I think it's part of the license.
Yeah.
The radio!
With the BBC
Do you think
radio,
I
yeah.
play the fucking radio? He can stand outside mine for a decade and we'll hear the fucking radio in my house. I hate him as well.
You just got to, like, you can have a TV, you just can't turn it on. That's the rules for the TV.
It isn't.
It is.
No, it isn't.
It is.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It is. Adam's done no research and he's short of
You
sleep.
realise I did the
So,
thing the other day.
I think you're fine.
You can't watch anything like BBC,
BBC,
and you can't use iPlayer and stuff. I can tell me tell you, I've got fucking Netflix.
Netflix.
Bollocks to it.
£8,000 of webs a year on Netflix. I'm doing fine.
You can have a telly, but you can't turn it on.
Oh,
Just
HMRC, listen, student loans, come knocking at this motherfucker's door. There is a
shut up!
queue of people waiting to fucking, like, Eon, like, please, sir, please pay.
I paid it on the plane.
I just say to the TV
Set
license
up a
man,
direct
define television.
That big thing in the corner.
It's
It's
a
just
monitor.
a picture frame.
No, it's a monitor.
Oh, it's a picture frame.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. Link to a skybox.
What?
Link to a skybox.
That's an art installation.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We're gonna bring Sky. Yeah, you have got a subscription.
One thing on the BBC that you'd miss
Don't
if you
use it,
can't
though.
watch it.
I just like paying Sky money.
Have they got anything? Have
Yeah.
the BBC got anything?
Match the day.
Pedophiles.
Match of the day.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
They've got, paedophiles.
Yeah.
That's on after match of the day, though, isn't it?
No, that's
And
on
now,
all day.
after the match of the day, catch of the day. If they had pedo hunters, it would be fucking great.
Well, they'd have to,
They just have to be walking around BBC broadcasting
Yeah.
or something.
just arrest themselves. It's a fucking non's nest. I'm not paying none.
I think they've got a nonce nest. You have to turn up like a beekeeper. What are you dealing with today? A nonce nest. You don't want to shake it.
I can't think of
Love
anything
to
the BBC
see you
has got.
say that to the TV license man. The fucking nonsense, mate. Paying nothing on your bike.
Have you got a TV license? Are you a paedophile apologist? Thank you.
It's the biggest scam ever. It is the biggest
It's
scam.
the biggest bargain ever, isn't it?
Bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the amount of stuff you get for the TV license fee.
I haven't turned the television on in about 5 years. So what's the bargain?
I know it's going, Carl. It's going.
Is it?
Yeah.
It will be, yeah.
It's going. But in the past, it's been important.
Of course. Yeah, but me,
now
no.
it's getting outdated, isn't it?
How much is it?
160 quid a year.
Right, so that's less than Netflix.
Yeah, but I don't use it. People saying pay anyway. Why? Why would I pay anyway? See, you're. Do you pay?
I don't
He
know.
doesn't pay anything. He doesn't pay anything. He's literally Springfield nuclear power plant. Wom, wom, wom. Yeah, I'm going to Nashville. Stick all the heating on. Every light in the building on.
He was on. I had a
Literally.
lovely warm poo this morning.
The heating was on in your house. You've been out for 2 weeks.
I know.
The weather's been nice. The person who lives in the flat above you is like, I don't know what's happening, mate. I think something's wrong with me. I'm fucking early
Just
menopause.
contextualise my face to everyone. I've had 40 minutes sleep and I'm feeling a bit delirious, but I have had a modafinil and it hasn't kicked in yet. And at some point in next week, I'm just going to fucking go.
I'm telling you what, this section, or one of the sections in this is going to get cut down by instant poo need. Because modafinils give me the fucking clear out.
Does it, yeah?
Oh, yeah. When they kick in.
I've damaged my bumhole in America.
No spoilers.
What was his name? You met a real nice cowboy.
Because I'm like wiping with toilet paper again and not using just me squirty. Me squirty went on my bumhole and it was stinging because I've cut it with me paper in America.
Anyway, the TV license, Carl, because I don't want to think about his cut sphincter.
It's a scam, and people got just paid anyway. Is the biggest part of the scam.
I don't
Just pay
think
it,
he's
lad.
going to be able to concentrate. He's about to come up on Modafinil and he's got a cut in his bottom, and you're expecting him to talk about the TV license. Holy hell, lad! So God, I can't concentrate on anything else apart from me stingy ring piece. That's got right medically. Stingy ring piece. It's medically. How can't be good to have a cut in your body with all that plop round there. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's
Surely that's
from,
lubricating
It's
it.
come from your body though.
Oh, Finn.
Can't get infected by your own poo.
That's a fact. Surely not.
What?
That's like getting AIDS from your own blood.
You can get ill off your own plop.
You can't get
eat it,
AIDS from
probably.
wanking. You can't.
No, you can't have a cut and your poo go in it and you get sick.
I bet you
from
can. I bet you can. Your body can't make you. You can only get ill from exterior forces. Your body can't make you ill. You know,
Yeah.
if you grow a lump, that's your lump.
How's your lump getting on?
Oh yeah.
How is it?
Oh,
Solid. It's still there. I thought the time difference in America would get rid of it. You know, like,
yeah.
but no, it's still there. But I will get it checked. I will.
We've been away for so long.
will.
Like, you've been back for 4 to 5 days. I've been back for like 4 to 5 hours. We've been away for so long, and I'm so tired that on the way here, I heard someone in Liverpool speak with a Scouse accent, and I went, huh. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
Do you know when they didn't get home?
What?
Do you know the airport was nearly closed?
Yeah. Did you? Sorry. I nearly asked the
No,
question.
he didn't, and we're going to here.
No.
There was issues, so we're going to do it here instead.
I don't know if you know what Adam was going to ask.
I do.
No, he's Bob on.
I know him inside out.
Yeah.
Really?
I know what he's going to ask.
There was
Bum
just
all
no
and all.
chat about it in the old group thing, so.
Yeah. It's going to happen. Well, it's going to happen
Yeah.
here.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the lump checked. That was the end of the special. It's going to be a big one. We're going to have an American doctor go, woo-wee!
Yeah,
That's a
they
big old...
evacuated the airport because there was like a dirty bomb or something.
Yeah, that was it. There was a nuclear terror strike.
So they thought
No, some fucking idiot let the pepper spray...
pepper spray.
Pepper spray. There was a pepper spray and it
In
went
someone's
off
bag.
and they closed a different bit of the airport. We, to kill time, Steve was like, lad, we're not going to the airport this fucking early. So we were like, right,
It
cool.
was a good idea, though.
We're at the west side, Nashville, and we just had to kill some time. So we were like, just put a bar in. And we drove up to a place. There was no houses anywhere. There was just some factories and then this corner dive bar. And we thought we'd been to a dive bar. We'd been to a hipster version of a dive bar in the east end of Nashville earlier in the trip, which was cool as fuck. Sandra Bullock with tattoos was serving behind the bar, and I loved her. And then we went to an actual dive bar.
Sick.
And as we parked up, we were like, oh, we're going to get shot. We're going to die here today. And we left with everyone being extremely friendly and offering up travel advice. Like, we honestly thought we were going to the roughest bit ever. They were like, hey, y'all, you all right? Are you... And random trucker dudes were coming up going, you flying out of the airport? You might want to get there early. It's a really busy day Sunday. There's been a problem. Get yourself... Like, people we'd not even talked to were coming over and saying, you need to get yourself to the airport. If you had a great time here, everyone in Nashville is super fucking friendly. Even the people who you think are going to be like a hate crime waiting to happen.
Yeah, it looked like it was a truck stop, essentially.
Yeah.
But it was cool as fuck.
Playing pool.
Playing
So,
pool. Yeah.
But yeah, the dirty bomb was just someone's pepper spray. I mean, someone... Are you allowed pepper spray?
I think as a lady, in America,
It was
you'd want to protect yourself. I'm
You're-
guessing. I'm speculating.
What? Well, they need to stop wearing hot pants then. Oh, that sounded like
Whoa.
victim blaming.
Oh my god!
That's the worst thing you've ever said.
It's the worst thing we've ever said on any episode.
Oh, here we go.
That's
It's a new level of the worst thing we've ever said. Bloody hell, Dan. I can't believe you've gone for the hot pants.
That's a straight red. That
Is it straight red?
It's a straight red.
Straight
All right,
red.
what I mean is...
Like, it's because it's become like a meme. It's so stupid to say that.
Right, okay.
You've just memed yourself
Well, why do they need pepper spray then?
To protect
themselves.
themselves. Not 'cause
from
they've
the
got cancer.
creepy men.
Well, what about...
Who it doesn't matter what they're wearing.
Oh, and here comes the modafinil. son, I completely disagree. Yeah, all right. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll take that back. They could just get. Or they could just get.
Oh no!
He's leaking worse than his bumhole. Or they could just carry more knives.
But I don't think can you get pepper spray through an airport? You must be able to.
I think you can get a knife everywhere because we were turning up to the Nissan Stadium for Luke Combs, my new favourite artist, and everyone was just walking in with the knives, weren't they? Like, of course you can't take guns around
Did you
here.
actually love it?
It was really good. I didn't know any of the songs apart from Fast Car. And it took too long because you wanted to get there about 45 minutes before kick-off.
45. We were there for 3 hours before kickoff.
I mean,
6 hours we'll be there for.
Adam dressed like a bisexual cowboy. Like, we need to get there early. Everyone needs to see these boots. And yeah. I tell you what about Luke Combs. He does a fucking 2-hour, 20-minute show, and I'd have been happy with 40.
95,000 people were there.
Yeah.
That is madness.
Yeah.
That's the biggest event I've ever been to.
Yeah. And about 40,000 of them turned up at about 8 o'clock, which is smart. 4:15, a bit excessive.
4:15.
No, lads, you need to see the sound check. If you've not seen the sound check, what's the point?
I will concede.
Fucking Crocodile Dundee.
The first two support acts.
And I'm happy missed the first two. The ones after that was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lainey Wilson's bottom was one of the best support acts ever. And
I've never seen a stadium that full for a support act.
Yeah.
Like an event. Like support acts is normally half full, innit?
Oh, it was
But like even the penultimate
like
support act.
90% full for both of them.
Well, they're very famous, aren't they? Lainey Wilson and Riley Green. I mean, I'm into country now, so...
Both sound like porn stars.
They're dead famous. So when Lainey Wilson came out, the crowd were... Most people were in. They weren't asked about the first two. They didn't even stick lights on. I honestly... I watched them support and I was like, you've barely got fucking microphones here. Oh, shit, there's two while we do all these... No, they weren't even allowed lights on. And then Lainey Wilson came out and the crowd were like, fucking yes, it's her. And then I cheered because of her ass.
I've been listening to her.
Oh, yeah. So have I.
Into her.
Yeah.
I know some things a man ought to know. That's
Oh,
a big
yeah.
one.
Stop victim blaming me for my hot pants. Yeah, that was a good one. I should have learned something from that
She
song.
likes flares.
I have two knives in my hot pants, but my pepper spray in my cooch. Yeah, that was a great song as well.
The fire alarm went off at the New York airport
Another
last
great
night.
song. The fire alarm went off at the airport. Love that one.
Oh.
I've got a cut in my bottom.
The fire alarm went off in the airport.
Like, woo, 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 woo. We was doing all that. And,
Who was doing that?
Get out! Well, the main alarm was broke, so they just sent a man out and told him to shout. Oh, I'm so fucked. No, the alarm went off.
Have you got any Daphne? Have you brought any in?
A woman goes, "Oh my God, we need to get to the exit."
Oh my
God. And one of the fucking airport security people went, "Ma'am, calm your pants down. Someone will have left a door open." It was great.
She came out and she was like,
I love a bit of cunnilingus.
We're like, all right, love. There's a fire. Right, okay.
So I was like,
Yeah, good. Have you brought any Daffy Doodahs in?
no. Do you want one?
Oh, fuck.
I'll go and get you one if you want.
Yeah, just
run.
hover back.
I got my bullet home.
What?
Me bullet.
Yeah.
You vibrator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got me 50 cal home. I thought he'd
I
stop me.
left my one. Couldn't be asked with the
I know,
hassle.
saw it on the side. You
Yeah.
left your room in a tidy manner.
A what?
Your room was really tidy when you left.
Why would I tidy my room?
Manners.
What?
Dan had to tidy it for you.
Did you tidy the room?
I literally just... So, because we had to check out of the townhouse at like 11 o'clock, Finn just thought everyone was tidying up, cleaning, and putting all of their belongings in the bags and then putting them at the top of the stairs. And then at 5 to 11, when we were like, "Lad, are you ready to check out?" He was like, "Oh, what?" Had no idea. Just
Everyone was
thought,
ready. I mean, I was on ready to leave the door. He's like,
Did you?
I'm packed, just.
Did you? Fuck?
I did.
You were the last person down
No,
the
he
stairs.
was-
I
was
thought we were
last.
checking out at 5 because it wasn't a hotel. So I thought, all right, we'll just chill until we go
Yeah.
into the airport.
To be honest, I don't know if they were going to be in at 11 bothering us, but my big fear was that Esmeralda, the cleaning lady, was going to turn up and just go, "Why? Why?" Yeah, you don't have to tidy your room, but I've never seen more like cut off tags on the
On the
floor
floor,
of a hotel room ever.
Well, pretty much every
And
item of clothing
two
that's
big
up to Nashville
cardboard
was
boxes.
new, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It was the box. Basically, I just tidied up the boxes.
I don't even tidy my home room. I'm tidying someone else's room that I'm leaving. No.
Damien Larkin, when we left Edinburgh in 2008, just left all his wanking tissues on the floor of the bedroom and then was like, oh, I'm done. And we...
That's not okay.
Oh, that is... Now, can I just say, it wasn't that. There was basically cowboy boot, cowboy hat boxes open. And I was like, I'm just going to put that with the recycling. And then there was just some tags. I didn't have to do loads. It wasn't that bad. It was a... I
scrubbed me skid mark off the back of the toilet. I did do that.
What an angel. But...
We got that in the notes.
But leaving your wanking tissues in a fucking pile of just... awful.
grim.
We ripped him for that. He was like, I don't see the problem. I'm like, this
I had a
grotesque.
wanking towel in Nashville.
You had what?
I had a wanking towel. I used one of my towels.
Like a
all week.
boxer.
Dan, did you tidy his towels away?
Where did you leave that?
You've touched it.
I moved your towel. I moved it.
You sniffed it to see if it was fresh?
I always lick a towel. I'm like, what's this? Is this
Well,
clean?
you have my cum in your grid then, sunshine.
I've touched your wanky towel. Oh, I
Did you
bought you wet wipes.
Did you strip his
I
bed?
bought you wet wipes.
Yeah, but then you've got to.
What?
You can't be Damien Larkin.
You've got a blot.
You just put them in the bin.
No, it's
Make we made ourselves a nice little bin, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. You were wanking loud as well, though.
Absolute fallacy.
You were jumping on the bed while you were
It was
wanking.
fucking phallus.
A fucking hovercraft wanking man.
No, you're going.
I have a Arctic Monkeys wank. Oh, I touched your dirty wank. Oh,
I always have in hotels now as well.
Yeah,
especially on my own.
yeah, it's easier. It's easier, isn't it?
It's so much
I went
better.
to Walgreens and you went, could you get some wet wipes?
That was for me arsehole.
I got. You never even took them upstairs. I know. They're in the kitchen. No wonder you've got a sore arsehole. I gave you wet wipes. Oh, good God. I'm never.
Have you washed your hands?
You what?
Have you washed your hands?
No, I haven't washed my hands since I cleaned Adam Rowe's room. Come on. Come on.
Just checking.
Yeah, it's just a much more efficient way of cleaning up your cum.
Fact.
It's good to be home. It's good to be home, innit, boys?
How am I going to do a gig tonight?
What kick have you got?
Adam Rowe and friends at a sold out customs house.
450 people.
Just change it to Adam Rowe's friends.
Yeah, so you didn't read it properly, though.
I'm not there. My mates are.
Oh, you know you're big when you're doing that. People who I've met on a bill sold out in 12 hours. Oh my God.
What have you been up to with your 4 days?
Coming back to my lawn not being fucking cut. Apparently, you know, she just has to prioritise looking after the children. She's fine.
Did you cut it?
But what? Of course I did, mate. Straight in there. Oh, it made me feel fucking sad getting back to an uncut lawn. Oh.
You alright?
My ears have popped.
Oh, I love that.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't even know they needed popping.
Are you
That's
back?
the best when you're not even aware.
Are you back? Have you come up? Have you come up off the Daffy Doodah?
Maybe.
The reverse culture shock was big. Like a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I live seems very green and scruffy compared to the States. Like, you just know, I don't know.
The States.
We drove into Solgo. Oh, by the way.
Oh, taxi driver.
Oh, mate, what happened with the van driver? He was like, lad, I've got to get back.
Oh, we got fucked more than you.
What happened?
So he dropped you off. Might be listening. Hello. Dropped you off and he went, so where are you going? We were like, Lime Street. Where you picked us up? He went, oof. Meant towards Kirby. And I went, oh yeah, cool. I want to go to Lime Street. He went, oh, well, I'm going to Kirby. So I was like, I'm just not going to say anything because that's ridiculous. And he went, I've only got 11 minutes driving left.
Right.
This was before we got into the tunnel. And I was like, cool. It says here it's 14 minutes to Lime Street. Oh, well, illegally. I'll be driving illegally for 3 minutes. So he dropped us off on fucking Scotty Road.
Oh my
Close out the Sainsbury's on Scotty Road.
It was something about him needing a break.
Yeah.
Not legally.
No, he wanted to go home and bum his wife or go for a bevy. He was chatting absolute
Once I do the
bananas.
M6, I need to bum Linda.
It was something else, wasn't it?
Well, apparently, when you're a minibus driver and you're doing you're like a shift before you legally have to stop.
9 hours.
But well, it's less than 9 hours.
No, 4.5 hours with a break, and then 4.
I've just had an 8 hours sleep in the past 3 minutes.
He's back. But he just started dropping us off wherever he wanted, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, it was annoying as fuck.
Well,
Our
he
second-
I thought that guy was going to be our guy for
blamed
all
you.
drives.
He blamed you.
He blamed what?
He went, you know, when you have a diversion on a drive, it fucks the time.
It's exactly how we booked him. We said oh mate, he's done, mate.
Well, I got fucked, Scotty Road.
Yeah, I got fucked. Not where I live.
5
Where
minutes
did you
from
get
his house.
dropped off?
5 minutes from his house. He's gonna walk.
He was like,
2
right,
minutes.
It's not
2 minutes.
It's not 2 minutes.
2-minute drive.
Yeah, why couldn't he just drive us there?
Oh, I know. Our taxi driver
Nothing
was,
wrong with Scotty Road. There's
was
characters
fun.
around there.
Our taxi driver, Adrian, took me from Chester to Rill. We had a long chat. He went, any beautiful ladies in America? I went,
Where was he from?
Yeah, it was Borat.
It
We
was.
basically got picked up by Borat. But because in Nashville, you get in taxi drivers and everyone's like American and mentally ill, my sympathy or my energy or like I just run out of giving a fuck about mental taxi drivers. During the first few days of the States, we're like, hey, my name's Antonio. Where are you guys from? You're like, yay, he's insane. Let's film him and say, oh, welcome to the Nashville special. By the time you're just getting picked up at a fucking service station 5 minutes from your house, I was out. I was like, pretty ladies. I was like, Finn's going to get bummed on the way back to Real. And I'm not asked. Was he all right?
it was my own fault for what I was wearing.
Oh.
Made you look a right cunt again.
2-0 Finn.
I want to apologise to all the cowboy girls. Cowgirls of Nashville.
I don't think there's a better combination on the planet than a cowboy hat and a pair of cowboy boots on a woman.
And a pepper spray. I mean, it depends on the woman, doesn't it?
What?
It depends on the woman.
No?
Are they wearing anything else?
Yeah, Adam, it does.
No.
No, I think you might have blocked out the heiferlumps.
No,
was a
but
few- there was
they
a
are
few,
still improved by it, is the point.
Right, all right, cool. But it is a hell of a look.
It's going to be our crowning achievement, isn't it? That Nashville special.
It should be because I know what it cost. But yes,
It was a hell of a time with
Yeah,
that.
it's going to be the best. Like I said, it's going to be the best independent British production in 2023, and it will be.
Laura's like, could you tell me the story? You know when you go on a holiday, you're like, yeah, it was good, and then it all blurs. I can tell every day of that holiday.
Yeah.
Because something
I think we should
incredible
enter it into the
happened.
Cannes Film Festival.
Can we?
Yes, we can.
Bob.
The
Can we? Phil. I think we should. I reckon it'll be no one's doing that. Independent. Nobody. It'll
Invent
be
our own category, Patreon special, mate. Best Patreon special at the Cannes Film Festival.
yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be spectacular. I've seen like
it was
5
incredible.
The game me and Adam played in the JD Distillery. That's one of the best content we've ever made. I watched it last night. I
You're
was
so
crying
annoying.
my
You're
eyes.
so annoying.
I was just remembering bits that you were doing.
two are so good at being the funniest, most annoying cunts. If you were at something and there was two lads being as annoying as you and you weren't in the mood, you'd murder them.
Yeah.
I honestly, by that point, I was so bored of hearing about how Jack Daniels get made. And the woman who took us around was so nice.
Yeah.
She was so good
She
at
was
what
also
she did.
dead annoying.
She was annoying.
She was a
Her
kid's
face
TV
was
presenter,
doing my
wasn't
head.
Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
Blue Peter. We're all adults. She's like, so that's what we put in it. And that's what makes it a good whiskey. I was like, you don't talk
did
like
you-
that.
yeah, what did
Speak
you-
normal, bitch.
What did you expect?
Can you put your shirt on, son?
What did you expect? You expected it to be like, lads, it's a fucking drink and we just put it through there and it's charcoal and we put it in a bottle and you drink it with Coca-Cola. Stop asking him fucking questions. We're going round. That's it in a vat. That's it go through the charcoal. There's the water. Not even asked. All right, gift shop, fuck off. How do you expect it to...
So much better. So much better.
Right, guys, we're pretending to fucking taste these. If you could play boners at the back and ruin 3 couples' afternoons. Nice one. They've paid it fucking $90 for this
The
shite.
greatest game of boners ever played. Underline. Full stop. Wait
I'm
until
so
you see
glad
it.
I was at the other end of that. I would have fucking died. I could hear you. I was like, I'm just checking out.
Oh, you can hear us.
Bonus.
Everybody in the distillery can hear us. Don't mind in that room.
Silly cunt.
Oh, it was fantastic.
You'll see every second of that game.
Where are we? If we're playing bonus, where's the highest stakes bonus?
Funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Anybody's funeral as well.
Court?
I'm saying, right,
because you're
going to get done for contempt. You're going to get thrown out.
Yeah, that's
Contempt
higher
of
stakes,
funeral.
isn't it?
No, but it has to be legal, otherwise you're getting kicked off from the first one, aren't you? It has to be more socially bad.
Can we just say, whoever dies first, the rest of you have to play bonus.
Okay.
It's what I want.
Be good in a church.
Bonus.
It was so... Oh,
Just, I want one of you to do it like a reading, but all the reading is, and you've got to get up to the little, and then just get out a piece of paper and go, and everyone will be like, go on, Adam. Go on. You can do it. Dan's dead. Right? You get the piece of paper out and,
You think I'm right?
and then just go. Bonus! That's it. Just walk off. One
I don't think that's
super
the
loud
spirit of
bonus.
the game, but if that's what you want, that's what you want. It's meant to be like you don't get caught. Like, oh, we've done that.
Everyone was thinking that.
You don't get caught. I was in the JD tour. Everyone was like, whoa, that must be the gay ghost of Jack Daniels. Bonus. We all knew it was you, you fucking idiot.
Good though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
One of the only things I learned on that tour is that Jack Daniels had a muzzy. That was it. It was one of the only things.
Oh, your questions were great.
It's going up to a statue of Jack Daniels and going, excuse me. And she's like, oh my God, could I answer a question? Did he really have a mustache yet? Yeah, we think he did. Mad that.
Oh, wait until you see. This is going to be the best thing you ever watch. All of it. Every second of it.
I did the same thing that I do on speed awareness courses, where she's like, I'm just going to lean in and pretend I really give a fuck about charcoal. I was like, really? Charcoal? I was like, can I touch it? And then the guy came in and was like, I want to touch it as well. I was like, well, I'm joking. There you go.
I was just like over the top nodding at loads of it. Yeah.
You were also dressed differently at every point.
It's going to be great. I'm saying anything else.
Yeah. Just wait. Just
It's out in June.
sign up now, just for that, and then delete it if you want. But sign up for June.
Oh, God. Right. Let's have a break. Don't delete it, by the way. That's bad advice. Sign up and then
That's an advice. It was if you want, free will and that.
Yeah, but it's not good advice, is it? Like, don't sign up and then stay signed up because
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Yeah. Do that.
You got the option.
Yeah.
You've got the option. Patreon.com/haveaword.
I'm on a motorbike right now.
Hello, everyone. It's Dan and the new co-host of the podcast, Finn. And I'd like to talk to you about Love Honey in this sexy voice because my allergies have started. Have you got an antihistamine?
No, man, I'm going myself.
Oh, let's just be sexy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pollen, but it's also fuckability. We're going to talk about Love Honey, the world's largest online sex toy and lingerie store. And I love Love Honey, from the birthday cake lube to the thing I stuck up my own arse. There's loads of different things, and we've had a lot of fun with them on the podcast. But Finn, you've got your own personal favourite, and you've brought it in.
I have.
This isn't even something that Love Honey supplied. You bought
No,
this.
I bought this. This is tried and tested.
Now, this is the family we vibe you were telling me.
Yeah. We've had a number of family sex toys over the years, but this has remained the favourite since it's come out.
Yeah, it's great.
It's the We Vibe Sync.
And it's a famous old saying, isn't it? The family that we vibe together, stay together.
Well, the tagline for this is actually one of my favourite Beatles songs, Come Together.
Oh, right now.
But it's spelt differently.
Over me.
Oh.
Oh. Talk me through it. Where does this go?
So I was just reading the pamphlet, just getting to know the official steps.
Yeah.
So step 1, don't forget this.
What is it, though?
Clean it.
All right, clean it and then use it.
Clean it. So then what you're going to do is you're going to...
Is this for the lady?
This is for the lady.
Oh, you've got so many ladies.
So this vibrates. All of this. Both sides.
Right.
And then what you do is you put this bit in.
Where?
Into the lady.
Into the lady?
Into the lady.
Okay, cool.
And then this bit stays on the outside.
Oh.
Both bits vibrate to give amazing pleasure.
Really?
Amazing pleasure.
My goodness me.
Don't forget to clean it again once you've used it and
cool.
charge it.
And it's on Bluetooth as well.
It is on Bluetooth. You can pair it with a remote or with your phone.
Oh, so the lady pops this in, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, Poirot's finished. Wah! And that's a different lady who I was referring to. So that's the Wii Vibe Sync 2. The first one was fine. This one's better. It's like
Empire Strikes Back.
yeah, like Godfather. Yeah. Love Honey for all your sexy, sexy needs. And what's the code, Steve? Because I've forgotten it.
It's word 20. I know it.
Oh,
I know it. It's word 20.
It's word 20 for
Yeah.
20% off site wide.
And the link is in the description right now.
Go and get yourself a Wii
Crazy.
Vibe, but clean it and then use it. What? Guess who's back? We are back. Do you want to give some advice? Do you want to do some underrated, overrated? What do you want to do?
I feel like I am on such a good vibe right now, and I'll do whatever you want. Advice. Let's do advice.
Evan Drake says, need some advice here. Basics of it is...
Whoa.
I think...
Can you press the button, please?
Yeah.
Have we fucking forgot our manners since we come home?
Oh, shit. Yeah, sorry, bud.
I'm here to help. Here to help. I'll solve your problems. I'll tell you the best thing to do. If you want to do it, you'll be fine.
I love this. I love this bit, like
G-Funk.
Warren G.
G-Funk
It's very...
Evan Drake says, need some advice here, Lids. Basic of it is, I think my boss has a thing for me. There's a few issues with this. First one, he's a gay man and I'm not. Second one is, he's around early 30s, so old as fuck. And I'm 17. And I'm not just saying this. There's actual reasoning behind it. Basically, he keeps asking me when I'm going to be 18. And in the last 2 days, he's kept asking me to tense my biceps so he can feel it.
Maybe he's buying you a muscle fit t-shirt for your birthday.
Am I being too sensitive here, or is this bang out of order? And what should I do about it?
Bomb your
That's from
boss.
Yeah, bum him. You bum him.
Evan. Well, Evan, I hope that's the advice you were looking for. Suck you, but if you want to succeed in
Don't
business,
suck him off. That's
Whoa.
gay.
Whoa,
Just
bum
bum
him.
him. Bum him.
all right.
Bumming anyone could be a woman. Sucking, that's not a woman unless she's got a big old clit. You know what I mean? Bum your boss. Don't suck his dick.
You'll get promoted. That's a fact.
Would you?
Yeah.
Quicker.
Top bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer
of the month.
Bummer of the month on the wall.
And by the way, that
not
is
sure Evan
not the
wants
gay
that.
slayer. That is because you're good at bumming.
I mean, yeah. It's not pejorative. It's a compliment.
Yeah. You good at bumming.
Bummer of the month.
We'll write you a song for it.
I mean, is there no midpoint
Bummer
here?
of the month, of the month,
Oh.
bummer of the month.
Someone who does
He
bumming.
bummed the boss right in his ass. He just in his bumhole, in his bumhole.
Cheers.
In his bumhole.
You're
What
writing
if the
this as
boss
you think.
is a top and not a bottom? What are you going to do then?
What?
What if the boss is a top and not a bottom?
And you say, listen, John,
Gay John.
I don't want stuff. I don't want a cock in my ass.
Right. And I think we've got back round to what Evan's asking, isn't it? What does he do here?
He doesn't. He just wants to feel him. Let him feel it.
Yeah? Carl,
Yeah.
imagine if you had a boss
Well, I haven't
who
got
was
one.
trying to feel you, how badly that would go.
Depends what he wanted in exchange.
Yeah.
If Dan come one day and was just like, Finn, can I just have a little, would you be bothered?
I think that has happened probably at some point.
Yeah.
And he's not asked, is he? And he's had pay rises. He knows where his bread's buttered.
Bread's bummed.
So we can feel your biceps. Could we feel your cock? Can I have a little cup?
No.
No.
No, I do
Oh,
draw
really?
the line there.
Oh,
yeah.
you draw the line there?
Legal stuff, innit?
Yeah.
And
You
that's
can have a
what-
cheeky squeeze of the arse.
Can I?
Oh.
Like, yeah, don't like, I don't, it's just like, do you know, like misogynistic, like 50s one? Just like if I'm walking past, don't
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
go,
toots.
can I squeeze
One
your
of them.
arse?
Can I suck your finger and just gag on it because it's massive? Is that too far?
Who's that? Is that for you? Is that doing something for you?
Well, I don't know. It's just a, hypothetical.
I went to high five a female comic once and she sucked my finger at the Dave party in Edinburgh.
I know.
Oh my God, you've been abused.
I was abused, yeah.
Yeah.
I really didn't like it.
You've been really
But
brave.
I can't do
since
anything
then.
about it, can I?
What would you do if he said, "I'll suck you off"? Because that's all you, innit?
Huh?
You're getting all the good stuff.
If Dan said, I'll suck you off.
Just to be clear, everyone, this is not something I've asked, and not something I'm going to ask. Although, if Adam gets me 2 modafinils, let's see what happens. I like to party.
Two?
Finn,
Oh, I'll
get
double
your
drop.
cock out. I'll suck you off. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
What are you saying?
I was finishing on Tuesday.
Late record.
Yeah, that's the issue with it. These days are all wrong.
I'm going to politely decline,
Nice.
and I'm going to say, think of Laura, Dan. Come on.
Why are you sucking it off?
Yeah, but Laura doesn't have a dick. And
Oh,
that's a
right. So it's
fact.
something that she can't give you.
I've got needs.
Again, I'm going to politely decline.
I'd say yes.
Do you think you could get hard for a man to suck it off?
Where? What in what
In the
In your cock?
in what situation are we? Like, in
It's
what
me. I'm just
situation?
bored one day. Yeah, Steve's kicked in.
So if you're as horny as Will was when we were away,
Oh, yeah.
that was getting intense.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
scared at some points because
Will could get an erection if he just got in the right position with the air conditioning in America. He was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Will didn't come for 10 days.
so if you'd not come for 10 days,
could Adam get me hard? No.
Let me try and tickle your balls now.
What if you close your eyes?
What?
You close your eyes.
Oh yeah, and then it's someone else completely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. It's not
Go on,
modafinil.
close your eyes and imagine this is Melinda Messenger.
All right, my lovelies. Right, go on.
What's that?
That's Melinda Messenger.
You're in the messenger.
Come on.
Do you want me to touch your cock?
Do a West Country accent.
Do you want me to touch your cock, sir?
Not really, but
oh,
we just spent 10 days together, so.
Okay.
All right.
I reckon you could suck me off, Dan, and I'd let you.
Where have
I think I could. I think any mouth to mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
Hmm?
Cool. I don't know. I don't think you could.
Anyway, bum your boss.
what if this guy's just got nothing in common with this 17-year-old? So that's his point of conversation. Is
14 years.
When he's
Let's
18.
have it right. This gay boss is a perv, man. And this is a double standard.
Oh, is he gay?
Because he's gay. And I've seen this a million times in stand-up on the circuit. Gay comics have this weird free range to perv over young men in the audience. And it's a different set of standards. If it was an old dude and a young female in the audience, that it's like everyone's gone, oh, that is pervy. Because it's like, oh, he's gay, it's just banter. It's like, it is a total double standard.
So you're saying the gays have been getting away with stuff for too long?
Oh, yeah. He's a creep. He's a fucking creep.
What else
I mean,
don't you like
so
about the gays?
Glitter. I'm sick of it.
Gary?
Yeah. Genuinely, is he just... Why don't you just... this is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
He's 17. He's a child.
Is he?
Oh, he's only 17!
I don't think he is.
He's above the age of
No, I
consent.
mean,
it's dodgy.
No, it's yeah. But I'm
You
saying
can't
he's
say
a-
he's just a child. He's
no,
not
but
a child. He's
17,
legally not
no,
a child.
No, legally, but he's 17. He was born in like fucking 2014 or something.
It doesn't... It's just... What?
He was born in about 2014.
2006, probably.
Exactly. He didn't even see Liverpool in the final.
What?
He didn't see Liverpool in Istanbul, did he?
Oh, my God. You can't bum him then, can you?
He
You
can't
can
get
only-
bummed.
You can't... You can
He
only
can
have
only
sex
be the bummer.
if you remember Dude X Save. Yeah? Is that the rule? That is the rule. In gay clubs, you're like, do you remember Jersey? Oh, I fucking remember Jersey. You'll do.
Yeah.
Quit.
Evan, I'd honestly, what would you do?
Blackmail him.
I'd blackmail him.
Go, I'll tell the big boss that you're trying to bum me. Gives money.
But what if the big boss is even gayer? There's a vicious circle in it.
How does that work?
Excuse me, big boss. Hello. Yeah, that's not-
John's trying to bum me. So am I.
Well, I'm trying to bum John as well. So
I'm trying to
it's a really unhealthy company. This.
leave.
Having said that, though, we did just have that conversation about would Finn let us suck him off. So, Evan, don't put up with it, mate.
I just want
It's
to clarify,
horrible.
Finn. I don't want to suck it off.
Thanks.
I just wanted the option. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just want the power.
Yeah.
He's had him modafinil. He just wants options.
It's like when I see like pecan pie on a dessert menu. I'm probably not getting a cake, but it's nice to know it's there.
Anonymous lady says, so I'm always reluctant to tell people my job, and I often say I'm an accountant because it's so boring, people don't ask further questions, which is what I've done in the past with stand-up because can't be arsed talking to a taxi driver about comedy.
I say I work in a bar.
But in reality, I work for the police, and I'm not the typical police, though.
Pig scum.
Pig.
Yeah. I am pink-haired, tattooed lady and
Like a
not a
pig.
snitch. I work in a department that concentrates solely on catching nonces.
Okay.
And I work really fucking hard at making the world safer for kids. So my question is, should I be embarrassed to tell people I work for the Busies? That's from an anonymous...
Yeah, say you work for the pedo
busy
task
lady.
force. Sounds better.
Yeah.
She's a pedo hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say you're a pedo hunter. It sounds dead good.
But you've got to then clarify because you do sound like one of them Facebook gimps.
Yeah. And you've also got to be careful how you say it. Because you can say I'm a pedo hunter, which...
Also, if you're talking to someone called Hunter, it just sounds like you're a paedophile.
I'm a pedo, hunter.
Or I'm a pedo hunter. You know what I mean? I go hunting for kids.
If you're called Hunter, you must get into so many difficult conversations. I'm a duck hunter. You're a duck? It's mad.
You must get into so many difficult conversations.
No, don't be ashamed. Nobody should be ashamed of their job.
No, it's look. All joking aside, you're a pig scum, but that's okay.
She's a fucking pedo hunter, which sounds more fun than it probably is.
I think it's fun. It's not
You're
fun.
doing a good.
Yeah, pedo hunter sounds fun because you're like, right, there's a live pedo. We've got to trace it. You've got dogs. You've got it's like a fox hunt, isn't it?
As
Except
long
there's
as
a
you got
pedo.
lasso, you can get it done.
Mate, it's pedo hunter sounds fun, but it's probably just been in chat rooms being like, yeah, I do. I love, Pokemon. Where you meeting me? It's horrible, isn't it? Actual being a pedo hunter with a gun would be fucking
I
brilliant.
don't think you can get a conviction based on just that.
I love Pokemon. Where do you mean? Yeah! Because what happens if you just do love Pokemon and you want to...
I was just an adult who likes
all right,
Pokemon.
all right. I don't know.
I bought some Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the States.
Yo, hello.
I think I left them there.
Listen, in a chat room, in fucking pedo book, you're like, oh, mate, I'm 10 and I love yo-yos. Come and meet me to do fun stuff. And that's what they do, innit? That's how they set it
They
up.
can't get them with that. It's normally like, I love yo-yos, and by the way, look at me dick. There's normally a bit more.
Hang on, I was playing the child in that.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I think that's entrapment, innit?
yes.
Hello, I'm 10. I love yo-yos. Look at me dick.
You looked.
pedo.
So, see you around the back of KFC.
Judge.
And we'll do some noncy stuff.
We're in the wrong place with Adam to be in. We need to move Adam into a more normal
I
world.
absolutely don't want to move him anywhere. It's phenomenal fun. But I'd also say pedo hunting would be way more fun if you could have like hounds and you were on a horse. And then that's what we should do. Because the fox hunting community's like, they've banned it, haven't they? And they're like, well, what about the upkeep of the stables? If we would just release the paedophile and then you could chase them, that'd be great.
Two pedophiles should be castrated. Or murdered.
We're going to also say offending paedophiles.
I'm literally,
you like
I'm
dark
literally
humour.
trying to do a bit about releasing paedophiles and chasing them with horses. Adam's like, yeah. What about the sort of argument they should castrate paedophiles? Because I think a modafinil in with about 40 minutes sleep in 2 days. I'm ready for this chat.
Offending paedophiles.
Yeah. The ones who fucked.
Oh, my.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. It's very
Oh, wow.
Just say offending.
I'd rather chase them with horses.
Okay.
Do you?
I think they should have their dicks cut off, yeah.
Any jokes with it? Or is that actually what? Are we going to do any bits about it? Or
I think they should have to eat their own cock.
there you go. Now we've got some add-ons.
So we cut the dick off,
What
sew
if,
it up,
hang on. What
give
if
them a Ken doll. You know what I mean? Smooth it over, get it plastered it in, box all that off. And then
You
time for
paint
dinner,
that.
John. And he's like, ooh,
What if they're
what's that? And he's
What?
like, it's your dick. Screw on it now, or you're getting the electric chair.
an electric chair? What if they're a vegan paedophile? I mean, that would seem unethical, wouldn't it? Making them eat.
Yeah,
eat
but
meat.
like, they're the animal that's died, innit? Or like being hurt, do you know what I mean? So it's not like they're having a chicken
And you
nugget.
can't get infected by something from your own body. So it's clean.
Sometimes on the podcast, we just riff on things and you're like, God, that could have been stand-up. And I'm not sure the last 3 minutes is going in anyone's tour.
How long have we done?
15.
I say 15.
I don't think it was going to
Feed
end up
paedophiles their own dicks to end
world hunger.
Band-Aid.
Feed the world a paedophile's penis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They'd stop. They'd think twice about doing more of it if they had to eat their own cock. But you leave them with the balls. So they're still frustrated, but they can do fucking nothing about it.
That's safe.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Finn's worried.
Finn's resigning. Let's do some underrated, overrated. Thanks for those questions. If you're a female paedophile hunter, be proud of it, yeah? Although it is just you in fucking chat rooms, isn't it?
No, you are genuinely all right. I just want to say that. Like, that's a good job. You're making the world a better place.
Is there any other type of busies that get that distinction? Because she works for the police.
The ones who let you
she's
off.
sound.
When like, you were speeding there, lad, but
Oh, you
I know
mean-
you're in a rush. Off you go.
You know the crooked ones. Yeah. Are you doing 45 then in a 30? Adam Rowe. Are you Adam Rowe? Yeah, we'll have a golden ticket. Thank you very much.
Adam's got a glove compartment full of tickets.
So usually it's just parking fines, but
Oh,
actually
you've
it's
got
golden tickets.
Oh, the arena show. Well done. Oh, I'm on my way now.
Some sugar pit bacon. This is what you could have won. She were doing 52 and a 30.
Yeah, she's sound, isn't she? It's a good job. She's doing a good job. She's doing a good service. But she does work with some fucking scum.
Shout out to all our police officers that are listening. If they're still involved now, that is their fault.
I feel like I haven't blinked in a while.
You what?
Rated.
Sorry.
Feel like what?
I feel like I haven't blinked in a while. Oh, there we go.
Blinking, overrated or underrated?
I think it's, overrated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Overrated.
Have you had any written
Tell
in?
you what, blink and you'll miss this section because bits are getting cut out.
Overrated or underrated. They hit your wife with a shovel.
And that's not her fault. Is that?
See, now,
Yeah?
can I just
Okay.
say before
So
we
do
carry
some
on,
HR.
country music, now that you've been,
Overrated.
Overrated.
There was too much of it. So it was
I don't think there was
overrated.
enough.
That fella
There couldn't have
in
been more.
that fella in Losers was underrated. Everything else overrated.
I don't think he
really
was underrated. I think everyone in the room was going, this guy's fucking class.
Not the front man. The front man wasn't having any of it.
Yeah, because he was cool. I'm a country guy.
Saw one shit band in 8 days of permanent, like there was country music in the Mackie D's as you're going through the drive-through. They're like, oh, you'll want a tune.
there was live music at 8 o'clock in the morning at the airport.
Yeah, because they're like,
Overrated.
we can't sell alcohol without live music. It's against the law of God.
Oh, it's fantastic. Totally underrated.
How can it be underrated there?
Because you all think it's shite.
What? I didn't say it was shy. It's just overrated
You have said
in
that in
Nashville.
the past. And you haven't
Yeah.
apologised yet.
Yeah.
Very overrated. But if I heard another one, I will kill myself.
That did really make me laugh, the message you put in the group. She must have landed like a minute before that.
Yeah. I just said if I heard one more country song, I'm going to blow my own head off.
Yeah, would have been nice to just go to like a hip hop night or something.
Hattie B's was playing hip hop, and I felt like I was in a nightclub.
Oh yeah, it was Drake, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
a lot of Drake.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was I think the only place
We
where
spoke
it
to
wasn't.
people there, and they were like, "It never used to be like this." They said, obviously, country's always a part of Nashville, but in the last decade or two,
They've
the
leaned
companies
in.
have gone, "Oh, people love this." They've turned it like a country theme park. There's people who live
It
there.
is
like,
a country theme park, isn't it?
yeah. People live there like it's not. I like country music, but this is fucking stupid.
But that city's blowing up because of it. Because if you're into
Yeah, yeah.
country music, that is the place to go beyond all others in the world.
But
And
imagine
that
living
city is flying.
yeah,
I thought it was going to be so much smaller than it was. It's a massive city.
40
And they
new
were like,
skyscrapers going up.
yeah, and they're all for country. Every floor is going to be country music. Yeah.
Imagine living there and when it like being like our age and going, yeah, it's okay, and then that's all there is.
It is mad because no venue can just be like, we sell alcohol and we're just going to put a CD on. What you talking about, boy? You got to have a 5-piece band. Is it underrated?
I like the fact that it was live. That's cool.
Literally looks like he's. Does anyone want to go jogging? Right, underrated, overrated. Chris Allen says a cup of tea. Underrated, overrated.
Underrated.
Overrated.
I think it's massively overrated.
Underrated.
What does
Just
it
a nice
taste
little
like?
cup of tea after a long, hard day.
What's it taste
Get
like?
in, you put your feet up.
Is it better than alcohol?
Yeah,
No.
At home, yeah.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What
Do
does
you
it
like-
taste like, Adam?
What do you mean?
What does tea taste like?
It's got its own flavour. That's actually like asking what Dr. Pepper tastes like.
Fruit.
Tea's really useful if you are doing a project at school where you've got to make a piece of paper look like it's from the 16th century.
Yeah.
Oh, is that coffee?
My mum did that the first time and burnt holes in it. I thought she was like Michelangelo. Because no one else had done it in the class. I was like, me ma's invented some mad shit here. That's ours, that's not from ages ago.
I fucking loved it. You've got to make a scroll
This paper
from the
out
olden
printer.
time
It looks like this.
with felt tip, coloured felt tip. Yeah, it's olden days.
I used to love making pirate maps. I used to do that a lot when I was a kid.
What?
I'd make a pirate map. I'd draw a pirate map and then I'd stain it with tea.
Right.
For school or?
Did you
No,
go and
just for fun.
All right.
what is it? A map of Dovecote?
It was a map of like my garden or like Dovey Park.
Would you hide stuff?
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
What?
What do you mean? What? It's
Did
not
you go
hard
and-
to get your
Did
head
you go
around,
and
is it?
hide stuff?
Yeah.
What? And dig a little hole?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
If you're a kid, if you did that for Etta, she would lose her shit.
I was like 11 though, so.
Ah, right. Adam was drinking the tea. Put the kettle on, I want to make a pirate map. Going to college. It's Jason Manford's show.
It's hard for me to talk about tea because I don't drink.
I only drink
many
it
hot
socially,
drinks.
I've said this before.
Saturday
Stag
nights,
do's,
Carl goes
stag do's and
out.
stuff.
There's a cup of tea there, lad.
I'll never drink it in my own house.
Earl Grey, yeah.
If I go to yours and you go, do you want a cup of tea? Yeah, because I want to be involved. But I'll never make one in my own house.
You get PG Tips FOMO.
Yeah? You want a cup of tea? Yeah, I'll have one, yeah.
In terms of hot beverages, though, you're a hot chocolate guy, aren't you?
Oh, of course. But if you go to someone's house and go, can I have a hot chocolate? You're going to have to leave pretty shortly afterwards.
I'm just going to put the kettle on, a cup of tea. I'll have a hot chocolate, please, Steve.
Tom Lutus says, overrated, underrated Lego.
Ooh, underrated, surely. It's heavy, isn't it?
Now Etta's getting old enough to actually have Lego. You realise how much better Lego is than so much of the shit she buys as toys and people buy her. It's so good.
But I don't like the build this. I'm not into that. When I was a
free
kid,
will.
I had a box of Lego with like just, and I'd make my own houses and that.
Yeah.
This like, oh, build this fucking like shoe. No,
Yeah,
I just get a shoe.
the famous shoe Lego.
There's a Adidas Superstar.
Not for kids though, is it?
Why is it not for kids?
Really?
I like that there's both. I like that you can freestyle and get a box of it and just be like, yeah, look at this. Shotgun. But then
That's not for kids.
then I also like, it's like, oh, build Hogwarts. Ah.
Adam's shoulder nearly came out gesticulating.
So fucked.
Can I just say, now, if you've got kids, if you've got young kids, if you get whatever it starts as, you get like 2 builds of that, and then it's all just mushed into the other Lego.
Good. Then you make your own shit.
So like so she gets like it's Lego Friends. That's the sort of
Yeah.
It's aimed at sort of girls at his age. She'll make it twice. It'll get fucked up, and then it'll just end up mushed up with the whole big pile.
Yeah, they got like a shotgun, like wheels.
Is it Duplo? What's the one for young? That is a lot of fun.
The big blocks.
The big blocks. Even Jack can get involved with that. So I'd say it's well rated but it's honestly quality.
I used to build houses for my Action Men.
Yeah, and then little.
Yeah, just a big fuck off house with windows and that. My Action Man could chill.
Jed says, overrated, underrated, laying on the floor at home. Just one of the more
How old is he?
random underrated, overrateds. People don't give their age on the underrated, overrated.
If he's 70 plus.
Because if Tom Lutis is like, Lego, but I am 6, you're like, yeah, it's exactly rated right. Lego, I'm 93, I've got cataracts.
Lying down on the floor can be fun,
Yeah.
but I've got wooden floors downstairs.
I'm just saying, if you've
Shaving pubes.
got a couch, the couch is so much better to lie down on.
The floor, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes your couch can be comfier than your bed, weirdly, even though it shouldn't be. Sometimes your couch to have like a snooze on shit all over your bed.
Also, you're allowed to lie down and have, you know what I mean? On a Sunday afternoon, you can lie down on the couch. Try going to bed on your, like, just out of nowhere on a Sunday afternoon, just getting in bed and
No, if
going
you
to
get
sleep.
in bed, yeah.
Yeah, if you
like a
get in bed,
psychopath.
people go back, we were meant to be doing stuff. You could be like, I'm just watching the Grand Prix.
No,
It's a sneaky nap, innit?
if you get in bed and like pull the covers over and go to sleep, yeah.
But that's
But
why
if you
lying on
lie-
the couch is sweet.
Lay on your bed.
Because you know what I'm saying. If you want a nap,
Yeah.
the couch means you could be like, oh yeah, we're hanging out. You're on your phone. I'm just gonna watch the snooker.
What about
great.
off the floor?
You can't floor, mate. Fuck off.
Go
What
lie
are you
down on
doing,
the
Jed?
floor.
What are you doing?
This is a stupid
Stretches.
one.
When there's people coming to your house though, and you haven't got enough seating, lying down on the floor is all right.
Yeah.
What?
When you have like a gathering, a
And
little.
you have people round.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the couch, and then you lie on the floor.
Yeah, that's normal.
I had an intense urge to lie on the floor during the chocolate dinosaur special.
You did it for ages.
Yeah, because you were high as fuck.
Yeah, but
lie on
that
the
just
floor
felt
when there's people
dead
around.
nice.
Yeah, I do. Lie in front of the fire on the rug. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Look at this. I often lie on that floor.
Right.
That's unbelievable. That's as comfy as I am now.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
We can't hear
Just
them
for
right
the
now.
audio listeners, Adam is lying down, showing us what he'd do if he was entertaining people in his sweaty flat where the heating's been on for 2 weeks. You all right? Are you sweating? Just lie down on the floor, take your pants off. Yeah. Bikram row. That's what we're doing.
Here he goes.
I can't think of one social occasion where everyone's come round.
Christmas.
We're all-
I lie on the floor so often on Christmas Day.
Yeah, maybe. I think rules are different at Christmas, aren't they? You've got to find the floor space where you can find it. Reese says IKEA underrated, overrated.
It's underrated until you're there.
No, do you know what it is? The products are overrated, but the trip is underrated. In my head, going to IKEA is like, oh, and then I get there and I'm like, whoo.
I know I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I was thinking
I
the
am the
opposite.
exact
The
opposite.
products are great. It's a pain in the arse, IKEA, just walking around.
No, I'm like, let's go to IKEA, heavy, and then get there and buy nothing.
That would be a great place for a game of bonus.
I think it. Yeah.
The bonus special in IKEA would be a really easy one for us to do one day.
Isn't the whole but the game of boners is fun if there's someone that's going to bollock you for playing boners. In IKEA, I think
The staff
no
would
one.
get angry if you're in bed shopping
I
bonus.
don't think they would. I think they're
they
so
would.
not
They
arsed.
wouldn't like it.
They're just wearing that uncomfortable looking fucking
Hedge.
uniform.
Hedge. That's hay, isn't it? You've got to get in the beds though and that. Like, in the wardrobes. Adam's fucked, by the way.
It's just got so much, like, beans.
Jordan says, last one and then we'll have a break. Overrated, underrated. Fantasies with a female. So, overrated, the policewoman fantasy. We're talking your missus dressing up, fancy dress.
I love it. Like, you know, it's like fighting back against the system, innit? Take me cock, you pig scum.
Is that what you'd say? Yeah. Oh, it's deep into the role play, your missus there, isn't she? Actually, I'm a nonce hunter, so I'm actually in a chat room right now. Yeah, well, I'm in a chat room as well. See you behind KFC. Policewoman doesn't do much for me, I don't think.
Depends what the-
Really? Even with the little fucking...
No, but they don't
Skirt.
wear that, do they? When you see a policewoman wearing a miniskirt?
That's not what he's asking now.
Yeah,
he's
no,
not asking
but-
about actual police uniform.
Realism's important.
I mean, if we can't hire a police station, there's no point in even doing the role play. You've turned up in your fucking normal car. How am I meant to get hard if you don't have a police van? Riot gear. That's what I'd like to do. Full tear gas and then wank me off.
Those little skirts where you, like, literally, it is a fucking millimetre away from just showing the flaps. They're fire.
Oh,
That sounds awful.
Italian police.
Oh,
How short's that? It's like an inch.
like fucking nothing.
It
Like.
depends.
belt?
It depends how big the flaps are. I mean, on a technicality. That's a long skirt. Longer flaps. Nurse.
I think that's
My
overrated.
mum's
Is
in
it a bit-
this.
I actually like it now.
But she's never worn an inch long skirt either.
I think
She
the
has.
nurse is overrated.
Not for you.
I can't get in. I can't get into the nurse one because I'm like, why am I fucking you if I'm sick?
They're fucking you better, aren't they?
Right. So you can't play the doctor. You have to play a patient.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a mate who used to work at Christie's in Manchester, the cancer hospital, and she told me some stories about people like, you know, recovering and dying from cancer. And the nurse fantasy just got way too real for it. Like,
Yeah.
nurses put up with horrific stuff
Give
in
them
that
a pay
uniform.
rise before
And
you
then all
sack
of a
them.
sudden they're getting home like, oh my God, yeah. I'm horny now. Like,
Give them a pay rise first, then shag them.
Nurse scrubs are quite fit though.
fucking Cuba.
Oh, my mum's a nurse, isn't it?
Yeah, I got my missus to dress up a nurse. You know what I did? Gave her a pay rise.
Adam, sure you said you can't understand it because you're not the patient. Are you the criminal in the fucking fantasy?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Or just the husband of a policewoman.
Can't you be the husband of a nurse?
That's a bit lame, isn't it?
It just doesn't feel the same. It's
What
like-
an amazing role play that is. Did you have a rough day at work? Yeah, I did. Now fuck me. Like,
Yeah, that's all I
it's
need.
well better being the criminal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're under arrest.
Yeah, well,
You're
you're under me cock.
You're gonna get 3 years unless you let me nosh you off.
What was your mum's job?
What?
I'm asking what your mum's job was.
She was a pedo hunter, but there's no uniform for that. No, she was one of the first. Yeah. She got them to meet them around the back of a wimpy. She was a teacher. Which is the next one on the list.
Teachers one. Defo.
Yeah.
Secretary
100%.
with the glasses
Yeah.
and that.
I've done my own work, miss. I'll suck your tits, though.
Cool.
I'll lay it off then.
And the teacher in that fantasy is my mum.
She's a paedophile.
Your boss.
I've been held back.
How long?
Years.
You've been
15
held
years.
back
Yeah.
in English school.
He
you've
doesn't
been
do his
held
own
back.
work, so he's only sucking tits. He can't.
I'm going to not do my own work for 12 years so I can fuck you.
So you're 28.
She's like, yeah,
You haven't
hold
got
him
your
back.
GCSEs. Mrs. Brenton, do you think you're doing something wrong with Adam Rowe? Because he is 28 and he's still in year 11. I don't know. What I'm a moron. I'm trying to encourage him. He's sucking me tits. I don't know what else I'm meant to do.
She'd have been investigated. pretty
Well, maybe I'm at
quickly
night school then. I'm off my own back.
Night school.
Doing a floristry course.
before.
There's loads of tit sucking going on there. Lovely bouquet. You know what I'm talking about.
Tits.
The boss fantasy. I mean, Evan is living the fucking nightmare of that, isn't he?
That could be anyone though, couldn't it?
Well, Finn. Maid. French maid.
Love it. The GOAT. GOAT. Top tier. Oh, are you cleaning me fucking room, are you, love? Well, I've got some mess for you. Come.
Right. Do you actually make them clean up as well? Because I don't
No,
think-
they just have to, they just have a duster, don't they?
Yeah.
French maids are fucking useless cleaners, aren't they? They're over there like dusting the telly for half an hour and then they get bummed.
Yeah. That's why the whole of France is dusty. It's too much bumming going
French maid is the absolute GOAT of...
Does that beat, like, if you had a Wimbledon fantasy?
Yeah, because it's the same thing.
It's just
the
the
women
shape
thing
of the
is
skirt.
the skirt.
Everyone is wearing the same skirt.
Yeah, but I thought it was
Oh, look,
specifically
you're a fucking
tennis
architect.
skirts.
With
No,
a skirt on.
I call them tennis skirts because it just puts a real clear image in your head.
I think there's a lot of these are very sexist, aren't
Could
they?
you put any job with a skirt? Traffic warden.
Yeah.
Got a skirt. Oh,
Yeah.
just think of the skirt, lad.
Stop there, sir.
Astronaut. Why is astronaut not on this? Yeah, that's what I'm
Look at
into.
the skirt on that.
Astronaut. Foundry worker. CEO of a powerful company.
It's
The
basically
absolute
anybody
GOAT
in
for
a
me
skirt.
now is cowboy and cowboy boots.
Cowgirl.
Cowgirl. Hat and cowgirl boots.
Yes, and I think they're great, and that's an outfit that everyone can and should wear. Am I learning?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Let's leave it at that. Thank you for that. That's from Jordan.
Of those stereotypical ones, I just want to reiterate, French maid.
Oh, I've just noticed he's also put sister's friend, stepmom, and mother-in-law at the end.
Okay.
When's mother-in-law a fucking...
My man's a porn fan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think mother-in-law is a big...
It's all taboo, innit? I
No,
shouldn't be shagging
is.
you.
It is.
Is that a lane?
Yeah. It's like, no, but it's like...
Your bird's
it's-
ma.
Elaine?
It's more like, oh, I'm bringing my boyfriend home for the first time.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
And then, I'm going to go to the shop to get us some ice pops.
Oh, yeah.
Don't shag me, mum.
You've not been married 9 years and she's
I'll
58.
be 2 hours.
Oh, yeah. She's looked after the kids for the weekend. Yeah, I think I'm in a different version of mother-in-law.
Sister's
aren't I?
friend's great. Sister's friend is great. Your sister's mate.
Right. Yeah,
Because your mate's sister's heavy as well. Like when you
Yeah. Oh, your mate's sister. If Carl had a sister and I shagged that, I would tell him every day. I'd be like, I shagged your sister, by the way. And he'd be like, I know.
yeah, but you wouldn't have a house to live in because he'd have burnt it to the ground.
And
I've shagged his brother and that was fine.
No, he'd
would
let
have an
me shag his
narcissist.
sister.
I wouldn't.
You would.
I wouldn't.
We'll talk about it.
Can I shag your sister?
Sure.
What's the find her?
Yeah, you're a good guy. She could do a lot worse.
Oh.
Growth.
Don't bum her.
All right, I won't bum your Chinese sister.
Well, this has been an interesting section. I think you'll all agree. I think it was 12 minutes long. Enjoy the break. See you in a bit. Hello, lids. Today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the very best in below-the-waist men's grooming.
You say that, Dan, but the new product they brought out is the Weed Whacker 2.0. And men, it's time to mind your manners, mate. It's not all about your pubes. Everyone knows by now. Nose hair is a turn-off. Women don't like it. Women don't like a lot of things, but they really don't like hairs in your nose and hairs in your ears. And the Manscaped Weed Whacker 2.0 is now included at no extra cost in their Performance Package 4.0. It's updated. It's new. It's got a better blade.
The original one was good. This is next level. I've already tried it, but I'm only going to do it in one nostril, for business purposes. This is a phenomenal bit of kit. If you have got airy nostril,
hang on,
just check.
It's Peter that have a weird
hello,
snake.
Peter. Oh!
Hello, Dan. Will you do my nose for me, please?
Peter, you've got a...
Oh, my God. My hand's hurting.
Oh, it's better. Think of the lady snakes. Ooh, or the boy snakes.
Oh, yes.
Go to manscaped.com and use the promo code WORD20. You get 20% off site-wide and free worldwide shipping. That's a fact. 20% off and free shipping worldwide with our promo code WORD20. These are our longest standing sponsor now. We all use their products and we're very, very proud to have Manscaped on board. Please go and get yourself a new shaver down there. And I'm telling you right now, if your nose hairs are trimmed, your ears hairs are trimmed, and your pubes are down to a nice little bit of stubble, you will get sucked off more often.
What about bumhole? Do you do
I'm going to
bumhole?
get some snake pussy.
Oh, dear. Get yourself sorted. Manscaped.
Part 3 of this week's episode, Carl's had to nip out, so Finn is in lead producer's seat. Steer's taking Finn's seat. Carl's mum has got her labia caught in the fridge.
Jesus.
He's got to go and try and get that.
It can happen.
It can happen, can't you? You walk,
Andrew Maxwell's here! Changing the subject.
when you're walking around the house naked, because she lives alone now, because Carl's moved out. So
And she's got big flaps and a big fridge.
Exactly. And you open the fridge to get yourself a nice cup of iced tea.
And now it's a smeg
And you
fridge.
shut the fridge. Ah! Me flap is in the fridge. I hope she's all right, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. I love that woman. I love her like I love her.
Andrew Maxwell's here! Thank fuck.
It can happen though.
It can.
Flaps and fridges.
It can.
Oh, yeah.
And it has. That is why Carl isn't here.
No.
Roughly. What?
Roughly.
Yeah. It's
I've got a small dick. It doesn't get stuck anywhere. That's a great plus point. of
What
having a
about
little
the
dick.
ball bag? That keeps growing.
Oh,
with
I've got a
age.
huge ball bag. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
Do you not
what
think
I
there's
was
any way you could get your dick stuck? What about like a Chinese
You know when
finger
you're getting
trap?
out of the car and you're like, oh, my keys, and then you close the door and you're like, my balls are still in the car.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
In the
Chinese
back
finger
seat
trap
of
for your
the
dick,
car.
though?
In the back
Someone
seat.
else's dick?
In a child seat. Oh. You what?
Chinese finger trap for your dick?
For my dick?
Yeah. Do you reckon that work?
I've never stuck it. Yeah, I've never stuck my dick in a Chinese finger trap.
Anyway,
I didn't, you need another dick for it as well.
Andrew, thank you very much for coming in.
I'll be that dick.
Oh, nice one.
We were
need the
talking
trap.
in the first half about how the fact we've just got back from the States and stuff. And I mentioned the States to you as you arrived, and you said a sentence that I immediately cut you off because I didn't want to hear a word of it until we could monetize it. So could you just say exactly what you said to me outside again?
Yes. I was arrested for invading Area 51.
And we're off.
I have a permanent FBI record for life. I have been banned from all American military installations for life.
Why did you break into Area 51?
So I made a series about 15 years ago for BBC Three called Conspiracy Road Trip.
Yeah.
Premise of the show was a particular conspiracy. I would take people who were true believers in that. We'd be on a coach traveling around America, meeting experts and eyewitnesses, and we'd bicker and argue about that for an hour.
Okay, so just questions along the way, if that's okay. Are you a conspiracy guy yourself?
No.
Because I am, but Dan isn't, you see. He doesn't get it.
See, the thing is, I guess the world is fucked.
Yeah.
And there is definitely bad forces and actors.
Yeah.
But it's about breaking down the difference between probability, possibility, and plausibility.
Do you think Hillary Clinton eats children?
Yeah, there you go.
No.
Always go with the
No,
extreme. Always go with the
I
extreme.
don't think she eats them, but she licks them. That's the difference.
She's like bulimic.
You're a lunatic.
She eats a shell and then throws it back up.
But yeah, she's
I'm
a
not going to swallow a child.
she's a bulimic paedophile cannibal.
Oh, Andrew's tuned in immediately.
So
It sounds like a great setup, though. That's a great setup for a TV show.
Did any of these guys convince you of their one when you were doing it?
No. Like I said, it's the difference between possibility and plausibility and probability.
Yeah.
You know? But that episode was about aliens, right? So I was on tour, like 3 weeks traveling around the deserts out west.
Sorry, I really do want. I don't want to keep
No,
interrupting.
no,
you,
please.
okay?
Questions away.
But
Yeah.
How much does she chew them? Lad, I'm not over it. Well,
No, so you said none of them convinced you, but
Yeah.
like aliens in Area 51 is like that's a fact, isn't it? That's not.
Yeah. So we met a couple of different, NASA people.
Yeah.
And they were like the people I'm with are like really grilling them. So there is life in space. It's a fact. And these scientists were like, yeah, well, yes. I mean, we've got them back in the Petri dishes. Like there is microbes we have found on the moon and coming back from Mars and on distant comets. Like there is bugs, but there's nothing. Basically, the world of actual science, they're like, there's nothing. If there is life in a life that we would conceive it, like as in podcasting,
Humanoids, yeah.
podcasts,
Yeah.
Traffic jams, fingering, all that, the great stuff of life. If that exists, right?
How'd you put humans into 3 words?
That's it. That's all.
Podcast, traffic jams, and fingering.
That's
And
it.
if you're lucky, all at the same time.
That's it. My first memoir. But basically, they were going like, if that exists, those things exist. They're so far away in time space that they might as well not exist vis-a-vis us,
yeah.
right? Because the universe is so vast, right? The amount of possibility in the universe is there probably is something.
And the travel time is the problem as well. Because
That's
these
the commute.
They can, like how, even
Millions
if
of
they've
years.
existed, the
Yeah,
time.
for us though, for our transport, but some of these cunts up in the fucking stratosphere, mate, they've got like super planes. Like they
haven't though, have they?
They have like. Have you not seen the footage that got released during the pandemic where there's like a fighter pilot follows an alien and the alien just fucks off?
Yeah.
And like NASA released it and we're like, no, this is a real thing.
No, what NASA said is it's a UFO, right?
Yeah.
It's an unidentified flying object.
They didn't say, oh, yeah, it's an alien cunt.
No, they didn't.
It's one of them alien cunts.
Because
There
they
we go.
can't swear on the news.
That's it.
No,
That's the reason why they're keeping it under wraps.
But like they came out and went, that's a UFO.
Yeah.
But there's not a human machine that can move like that. So it's an alien, isn't it? It's some
Or
fucking
there's-
Jupiter cunt.
Also, atmospherics do a lot of astonishing things as well.
What's that?
Just the atmosphere. Like you get all sorts of crazy, lightning effects and the sky and light. There's a lot of stuff that can look fantastic.
Yeah, but it's more fun to think that someone from Jupiter has come down going, let's invade these because I want to do a podcast, get in a traffic jam and have a wank.
Yeah.
I
And I'll
don't-
tell you what,
I
those
don't-
dupe cunts can fuck off. Go home, dupe cunts. That's your planet. Your planet.
Wow.
Let's just make sure everyone heard the P in that.
Dirty dupes.
Those dupes. And those neps as well. Fuck off. And those sats, they can fuck off. Where's Uranus? Hey, anyway, so this was the premise of the show. We're going around, we're meeting all these people and whatnot. And the people, there's 5-6 people on the bus with me, and they had all sorts of different. One of them believed that aliens could remotely make her orgasm from space. There was all sorts of different. There was another guy who was literally prepping for the alien invasion. He was building himself a bunker in his back garden in Swindon. Like, so there was there's a lot of mixed bag of different levels of
See, that
Crazy.
guy to me is
ufology.
that guy to me is where I draw the line. Because I think like if aliens are coming, your bunker in your garden's not going to save you. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Your best bet is to try and make mates with them, make them something to drink, something to eat, invite them in.
Get
Let-
a
let's-
ticket for the game. You brought a fucking dupe to the game. Easy, lad.
Let them breed with your nostrils. Just accept. Just
Yeah,
accept
how
their
can I
whatever
help?
their
Yeah.
tentacles
Gonna give me
into your
FIFA.
nostrils.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just let them spore inside your brain.
Give them a modafinil, see what happens.
See what happens. See if
I'm
they stay
absolutely
awake or go to
fucking
sleep.
wired, by the way.
Yeah.
I haven't felt like this for a while.
Yeah. This is because you don't do enough cocaine.
Yeah.
Or too much modafinil. Modafinil. What's
the
it
only other time
made
I've had a
from?
modafinil was the Champions League final in Paris. Because I'd got overnight drinking and got a flight to Paris like early in the morning and just needed it for the
And you're the reason the game was delayed.
But back to Area 51. Yeah. Like, cool. Because we ended up in Paris there for the cup final.
Briefly. We were briefly in Paris, which was founded by aliens, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
That's why they got the big fucking thing pointing. That's where we live, up there.
Yeah.
That's where it's pointing to space. That's the direction, dupes. Go home. So we go. So we're doing all these things, right? And we've met experts and people who eyewitness and aliens and whatnot. And we've been on the tour bus for like 2 weeks in the desert. At one point, we're out there. We're in Arizona. We check into a hotel. I almost get killed. It's just given a room key in a really shabby motel out in the middle of nowhere in Arizona. I trundle to my room. We've been in the tour bus for 7 hours. Get in there, open the key, turn on the light. There's a redneck in bed, pulls a gun on me. What the fuck are you doing in my room? And I'm like, I thought it was my room. It's my bag. I'm so sorry. Please don't shoot me. And he was like, how do I know that's your bag? I'm like, what? How did that bag could be empty to steal my shit? Right? It's all while he's naked pointing a gun at me. And I'm like, well, I can show you my things. Do it. So I had to unpack my bag. There's me shorts there.
There's me underpants.
Quite fun.
I'm taking those.
Yeah, you can see there's dolphins on them. That's quite fun.
We met him last week. He made us dinner.
Oh, yeah. Real friendly. Don't cross me. Real friendly. Don't cross me or talk about Jesus. So this guy, so all sorts of crazy shit. So now this is the final fucking thing, right? They're going, we have to go to Area 51. And for those people who don't know, it's a top secret American air base where they developed stealth bomber technology, and it's about 2 hours directly north of Vegas in the Nevada desert. And it's vast. It's the size of an English county because it's the American deserts out west. It's fucking huge, right? So we get out there, and like, I'm like, you know, what are your plans? What do you want to do there? And I'm like, they're like, it's the global alien prison. We have to, you know, shine a light in the fact that this, but the American government are kidnapping aliens and torturing them and squeezing their juice or whatever to great new technology and whatnot, right? So in the tour bus, I'm starting to lose my mind at this stage. And I went to him and I goes, look, there's no way we're actually going to, it's a secure United States Air Force Air Base. There's no way we're going to be able to, you know, meet the aliens, right? But what we can do, and I said this taking the piss, but also just losing my mind. What we can do is try and communicate with the aliens through the universal language of dance, right? So we choreographed all these dance routines. You know the way in a movie like the alien language that's on, you know what I mean? On the headboard of an inside a spaceship. So we were like geometric shapes, beep, boop, 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 beep. So, and they went along with it because
with the guy from Swindon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they all went along. I mean, these guys, they were all crackerjack, but they were also good crack as well. Like they were, some of the other episodes in the series were a lot more, you know, more niggly, but they were good fun, right? So they went along with it. So now we get the night before, because it's so far out, we had to stay in the only motel bar near the base. And you just stay in these little cabins in the desert. And everybody else in there was American military and security personnel.
Or aliens in disguise, Andrew.
No, this guy was CIA, and he was drunk and he tried it on with me. Anyway, the point is, they were like, this is, so they knew that the BBC and a camera crew of numbskulls were going to do something the next day. They knew we were coming, right? So the next day we drive out to it. Now it's just flat desert, high on the mesa, roasting during the day, freezing at night, like proper John Wayne, you know, cowboy movie.
Yeah.
Middle of nowhere. And we just follow the postcode to it. We're in the bus. Boom, 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 boom. We get there. And do you remember the end of Blazing Saddles, where they try and slow down the baddies by setting up a toll booth in the desert?
Yeah.
Right? That's what the entrance to Area 51 is. There's just a security post, like a big box with all sorts of wiring and, you know, mirrored glass. And one of these ones, a railway crossing thing.
Yeah.
And then another 50 meters, another railway crossing thing. And other than that, nothing. Right? There's no chain fence. It's so vast.
Right.
And
so few people try and get in.
yeah. So this was before. Do you remember it was about 5-6 years ago? Some dudes did try and pull a stunt of And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We did this 15 years ago, right? So we get there, and there's the wire thing. And my thing is, we'll get there, we'll jump out of the bus, we'll start fannying around doing our dance routines, and some American soldiers are just going to come out and go, fuck off. And we'd have that interaction on camera. I could go, look, I told you it's just an airbase. And they could go, see, they wouldn't let us in, right? So we'd all be happy.
Yeah.
And we had some sort of bow to tie up the episode.
Yeah.
Right? That was it. That was my idea. Right? So we get there, jump out, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Fucking nobody. Nothing. Right? So we're doing this for like a fucking hour. Right? We're just beep, boop, boop, boop. We're what now? Right? But we're getting giddier and giddier. Right?
Yeah, because you're fucking sweating your dick off in the desert.
Yeah. So we got up to and it's just literally one of those things. And I went, who dares me to put my arm underneath it? And genuinely, one of them went, don't! They have lasers! Right? So I'm like, fucking beautiful, right? So I went, wait, there's the thing. Oh, my hand, as you can see, my arm, let the court notice, was not lasered off. So then we're getting a bit more looser now. And I limboed underneath it. So now I'm actually on the base.
You're just trying to goad them into a topper for this episode.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Somebody come out and just tell us to fuck off. You know, they had like mics up there. They could have gone just remotely, please step away from the fence. Or something.
Stop dancing.
Something, right? Nothing. So now I'm underneath, and slowly but surely they all are as well. Right? Next thing we all are. The producer, sound man, cameraman, and all 5-6 of the ufologists. We're all now between the two security gates, and we're beside the security box, which is sort of the size of a porta cabin. Similar structure, but it's all, mirrored windows and whatnot. Still nothing. Right? So we're standing there on the base. You can see the security cameras are pointing at us. Nothing. So I went, who dares me to knock on the door and we'll all run away? Right? In Ireland, we call it a
like knock and run and fucking area 50.
Something, anything. Right? We call it knick-knack in Dublin, right?
Where do you run to?
What's that? Well, I don't know. It was just something. Yeah, exactly.
The car.
Hooray! Back in our trundling diesel van. We've outrun the United States Air Force in a van. Right? So, nothing. They're like, yeah, go on. We're all giggling. We're like really losing our minds. Like, so I went up to they're like, ooh, Anthony, shut up. No, there's no, like, I'm absolutely convinced there's nobody here. Like, we've been fannying around here now for at least an hour. So I'm like, then. Ding, ding, ding. Door opens, 5 dudes with machine guns. Get the fuck on the floor! No! Like, they have us face down in the fucking dirt. They're like, get the fuck on the floor! Who the fuck are you? What the fuck is going on here? Get the fuck down, right?
Well, what were they doing when you're playing limbo?
I will explain. So this is so we're now face down there. Everybody faced the right way. We had our hands behind our back. They confiscated everything. They took all our cameras, passports, phones. They wouldn't let us talk to each other. Right? There's one bit we're all face down, and they're like, "Silence! Nobody talk! Nobody fucking talk!" And they're pointing their ARs at us.
Yeah.
Right? And all of a sudden, like, oh my god, there's just armed men, and we're in a desert, and the sun's starting to set. Oh, shit.
And it's not as funny as it was 5 minutes ago.
It's nowhere near as fun, right? And I went, look, I have to explain. I'm an Irish comedian. We're the BBC. I'm a comedian. It's a comedy show. I'm sorry. This is all my fault. They're like, shut the fuck up, right? And they take all our stuff. And then we're just like, not loudspeak, right? They keep coming, marching up and down. Just shut up. This goes on for hours, right? I alleviate the situation by letting out a really loud fart, proper, right? We're like, shut up, shut the fuck up, right? Everything, our passports, phones, everything confiscated. We're like, the booth is now up, and then they're like ringing through, BBC, and all of a sudden they're ringing back. They're like, fucking sergeants arrived, or the captain or whatever, and they're going, right, this guy's like, fuck. This is not good. To the soldiers, not to us. They go, this is fuck. DC's involved. Fuck, we're like, what's going on? Eventually, he goes, right, you're to be handed over to Sheriff's Department. Right, this is after hours of us lying. Fight. They gave us plastic bags. You know, the sort of the ones. They're meant to be like the ones at the end of a marathon to keep you warm, but they were just bin bags. They made us lie face down in the dirt silently with bin bags. We now think we're in body bags. Right, you can imagine.
Fucking hell.
So you can imagine the conspiracy punters are like, we're about to be led away and killed in the desert by the United States government. I'm not. I'm just like, I really need to piss and I'm in a bin bag. Eventually, a sheriff comes up. It's Lincoln County, it's called. So it's a massive, massive desert county. And the sheriff has come. Deputy sheriff comes from all the way to the other side of the county, and he's in a cowboy hat. He's a big fat old boy, right? He is like literally Smokey and the Bandit type looking sheriff, right? Lovely dude. His Deputy Mike Ray was his name, right? He was that part of America's all LDS, right? They call themselves the LDS. We call them the Mormons, right?
Okay.
And Mormons have loads of cuckoo opinions, but are sweet, sweet, kind, nice people, right? That's their thing, right? They're like genuine Ned Flanders.
Yeah, they took in the Book of Mormon went big on Broadway.
Yeah,
they bought advertising space in the playbill.
Yeah, you can't.
If you want to hear more about being a Mormon, visit the Mormon website.
Yeah, you can never offend
in a play that is taking the piss out.
Hey, we've just been in the South in Nashville. Everyone's friendly. There was a guy explaining guns to us with a machine gun hanging off his neck.
Yeah, they're friendly.
And he's amazingly friendly. Maybe I'd be friendly if I had a fucking machine gun. I don't know.
I wouldn't have to keep up this exterior, this facade. So, in turn, they took every one of us aside, right? And I was the last one. The first one's one of the most vocal ufologists. He gets up and goes, I know where you're keeping the aliens. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Right, they go through all of them. They're banging on about aliens to the sheriff, and the soldiers are still there. And eventually, it's my turn. I'm like, sorry, dude. Like, I'm a comedian. This is all my fault. Right? What's your name? Andrew Maxwell. Right, this is a time. It's the only time I've ever done the live at the Apollo. I'd done it like a year before, 6 months before. And he goes, "How do I know you're a comedian? Tell us a joke." I'm like,
"Oh my god,
oh man, dude. Like, you've got Google. Can you not just Google me?" And he goes, "Okay. Me and the boys are going to go away and look at you." And they stood there while I'm just like waiting while they watched me and live at the Apollo. They went,
are they laughing?
Yeah.
That's a good laugh, mate.
They're like, all right. He comes back,
when you're in a bin bag in the desert, that's a big laugh to get.
Yeah. So he goes, yep, that checks out. You're a funny fucker. All right. Well, we're going to write you up a citation, and then we're going to let you all go. But they confiscated all the footage. But luckily, we had the driver, and one of the girls had cried out. She panicked and went back on the bus, and we got some pictures to finish up the thing. But they took the footage of that day.
So you're now obviously not allowed to attack army bases in the States, which I don't think you need a citation for that. I don't think anyone's allowed. But
we were
are you allowed back in the States?
I have been back since, but when I go to
you get flagged up.
It is a long chat in the US Embassy. Really long. Really, really, really long. And somebody has to have, copper bottomed great lawyers and whatnot. I can't just go in off my own speed anymore.
Yeah, you can't just be like, oh, I just fancy a week in New York. I'm just going to book a flight.
So there's always a little bit extra. But they gave us all these letters, permanently banning us. And the citation, which is like a parking ticket, was like $650 each. And as it turns out, I was like, well, we're wrapping it all up, and I'm shaking their hands and go, listen, again, I'm sorry, lads. And I got this secondhand shirt, right? I just thought it was cool. It was just a shade of blue, kind of army-ish. And it turns out it was a U.S. Air Force fucking shirt. That's what I was wearing. They're like, were you one of us once? And I went, what do you mean?
No, I like the colour.
No, I went, no. I just thought it looked really fucking cool. And they were like, okay, all right. So we're now standing around. I went,
that could have backfired as well.
Yeah, I went, how come? Like, what was it all about? Like, we were fucking around outside for ages. Where were you? Because they think you were in an underground bunker, and you've got a James Bond lair, and you popped up. They were, no, dude. We were watching the Lakers game. We thought this is some sort of flash mob. Well, let's just watch the Lakers game. And
until you knocked on the door.
Until I knocked the door, and they were like, oh, fuck. And he goes, that's why we were angry. Sorry if we seemed really angry. You disturbed the Lakers game. And that was it. And so we're packing up, we're getting back in the bus, and he goes, the dude, I went, I suppose this happens all the time. And he went, no. We've never had a mass invasion of the base before. We had one Japanese guy 10 years ago demand that we take him back to his planet. But other than that, nobody has ever done this. This is really...
Why would you?
Yeah.
How did it come out? Did it look all right with the footage you got?
If anything, it actually kind of looked better because, you know what I mean? It was like...
It looked like you got bollocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could, voice
I
it.
think the Air Force shirt could have backfired there. It's good that they were like, oh, it's great. They we were in a bar in Nashville, and they take serving really seriously.
Yeah.
So the guy playing music goes, has anyone served any military in? And they literally, like the pack of cunts they are, all sort of moved away from me and went, this guy. And I tried to just ignore it because you're looking around going, they all look like ex-military.
Always.
And he was like, oh, he's so I was just like, yeah. And they were
Thank
still
you for your
pointing.
service.
So I was just like, I just put my arm up and he was like, oh, he's really humble. Really humble. I was like, you're going to get me fucking shot on a roof bar in Nashville.
He wouldn't have been able to prove you haven't served, would he?
Yeah.
Look at the fucking state of
Yeah,
it.
but loads of people let themselves go. Have you seen Razor Ruddock?
Razor Ruddock's let 3 people go. I've worked with Razor a couple of times. Great crack, but oh my God, he is a living Mr. Man. He is
fucking
literally
enormous.
a Mr. Man.
Yeah, and he was in SEAL Team 6 as well. Yeah. And not a lot of people know that. Hello.
Yeah.
Osama, you know
I am.
You could have been in the army. You could have been in where the boys who entertain you. What was it?
I was at Area 51 watching basketball.
I'm obsessed with Area 51. I'm convinced. 100. Bob
Well,
Lazar.
do you know
did it
what
for
was
me.
cool? Genuine what was cool was so the next day there was the thing called the black post box.
Yeah.
Or the white post box or black post. I think it used to be one and then they painted the other.
I don't see colour, so it's
Right,
fine.
but it's nevertheless it's a post box. And it is in the folklore of Area 51 and ufology, it is really important. It's just the post box of a ranch that's on the edge of this vast base. And we're out there filming at it. And you've got the desert sky, there's no light pollution at all. Like you see not just stars, you can see whole like Milky Ways and galaxies, and you've got little shooting stars and stuff like that. And it is incredibly cool. And then a stealth bomber from the base flew past, and it looked like an alien spaceship. And by that I mean it was obviously, you could see by the shape, it's a stealth bomber, but it moved really fast and really slowly to the human eye at the same time, and it was completely silent. Completely silent.
Is that the black triangle
Yeah,
one?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And it was completely silent as it went across. And it was only as it was just leaving our eye line, you just heard. It was so like.
I love it how they fly those over like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's like, listen, we're about to play a big game. Let's just fly over some really
Let's just show you what
menacing
we've actually done.
weapons of
Yeah.
death.
Yeah. Well, those things, those things. There was a couple of years back when Kim Il fucking how's your father in
On
yes the
Kim Il Jong.
yes the youngest one, whatever the youngest one.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong Un.
Kim Jong Un.
It was Kim Jong Il,
That's right.
and then he died.
Yeah, Kim
Yes,
Jong-un.
he was.
And now it's Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, Kim
and the
Jong-un.
grandfather was also called Kim. Something.
Yeah.
There's
Kardashian. Yeah.
Yes. So
Kim
there's-
Jong. Yeah, there was another Kim Jong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
But anyway, so he had been threatening missiles and whatnot, and the Americans just sent one of those stealth bombers from America to North Korea, flew over North Korea and back in one run in 2 hours. And that was the end of that. It was like, we don't need to, this is what we could do.
Just a little.
We could fly the entire planet.
Just a little flyby.
Just a little, there you go.
And they were all like, when it went, whoa.
Aliens exist. They're called Americans.
I have no attraction to Area 51 whatsoever. I'd love it how.
Well, I watched a thing with a fella called Bob Lazar, right? So he did Joe Rogan and did his Netflix documentary. So Bob Lazar was discredited back in the day when he first came out. He claims he worked at Area 51 fixing spaceships and has met aliens, right? And then what?
Oh, it's funny, isn't it?
Right. So he got discredited in Area 51. Like
He did?
He never worked there. He didn't. He's got like a degree from a university. I think it's in like Mexico City. And then the university were like, he never even came here. But there's like newspaper cuttings and stuff of him getting like academic rewards for excellence at that university.
So he's been discredited by the system.
yeah,
Right.
because he
So
come out-
he would then have a grudge against the system.
No. He's got that only happened because he came out and was like, I need to tell you all those fucking aliens in here. And then they all went, you didn't even work here and you didn't go to that university either. Like, it came out because of what he was saying. Well, and the thing for me was, like, he said, at one point he, like, looked into a room and there was just, like, a scientist just having a fucking chat with a little green fella, like a little alien. And it sounds like bollocks, but then he described how they get into the secure bits of Area 51. And you put your hand on a thing. And it wasn't like doing your fingerprints. It was measuring your bones in your hand.
Right.
Because everyone's bone structure is different. And it was like, it measures your bone structure and that's how you get in so that no one can ever sort of fake it. And everyone just laughed it off for years. But then that technology is used at Area 51 and that come out like 20 years after he claimed it.
Well, it's like I said, I've drank in the bar with the dudes who work there. So it's not that bone measury. It's just a US military clearance.
No, but that is a thing.
Well, possibly. I mean,
maybe the guys you met work at the airbase bit that's like a ruse, but they don't even know about the alien stuff.
Quite possibly. Could be layers within layers. But, you know, you don't need to measure the bones. They've discovered that it's not just your fingerprints or your irises. Everybody has a unique bum hole.
Yeah.
You've
So
got
we could...
Mine is especially unique now as well.
But you could bring that, you could just bend over in front of the security.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Adam would get a citation almost immediately. That is an international travel ban if he gets his bum all out in Area 51. Oof.
Everybody. It's nice to know, though, isn't it, that we all we're unique down there. Do you know what I mean?
I like to think that we've all
7
got
billion different bumholes.
I think there's 3.5. I reckon everyone's got one matching bumhole twin.
A bumhole soulmate?
Do you mean like a doppelbummer?
Yeah, a doppelbummer.
A doppelbummer.
Do you remember those Forever Friends bracelets?
Yeah.
You can just link up with someone else's arsehole and go, oh my God, it's a fit.
It's like the
Doppel
avatars.
gangbanger.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Have you gigged in the States? You've gigged all over, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've done the festivals everywhere.
I did a festival in Caesar's Palace in Vegas for HBO a long time ago.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
How long you been gigging? Like did you
30
start late
years.
90s?
No. This is my 32nd year in comedy.
Shut the fuck
I started
up.
when I was 17 and I'm 49.
Wow.
Fucking
It's a
hell.
long time.
Fucking stripes.
That's it. There's a special care home I'm going to.
What a fun cow.
We're all quite young comic stars. I was 18. You were early 20s, weren't you?
Yeah, I was 20.
Yeah. I think there's with stand-up, you either start at that age or then
50.
you're late 20s or 35. It's either you start as a kid, essentially, or you do all the things you're meant to do and then...
I think it's harder if you start later because you've already got like a fucking partner and a mortgage.
That's right.
When you start early, you're like, oh, I can't do anything else. This is so good.
Yeah,
and then you have to backtrack on a mortgage and stuff.
That's right.
Once you're so far down the rabbit hole of you're a comedian.
Yeah.
17 though. Where was that in Dublin?
Yeah. Started in Dublin, yeah. Arlo Hanlon and Barry Murphy gave me a gig in the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, nice.
Actually, the open spot the week before me was Dylan Moran.
What, trying out?
Yeah.
Is this before the International?
This was the International.
Oh, shit.
Comedy Cellar's the Wednesday night in the International.
Oh, my God. And that's the little gig.
Upstairs.
I remember Des Bishop telling me about this.
Yeah.
No,
Have you never done it?
There's no mic.
It's the size of this room. It's the size of
It's
this
probably
room.
smaller than that, isn't it?
I've got
It
to get on at
takes
this
60,
gig.
70 people rammed in.
I did the Laughter Lounge a couple of years ago and just popped over afterwards. And like, can I just
And
get
I
on?
need to get on this fucking... It's one of them... You know when you've got a list in your head of like the gigs you want to play and you just need to tick them off?
Yeah.
That's been one of the... I've always wanted to do it.
Have you guys done Vicar Street?
We're
We're
doing it.
it on the 6th of July. I have a weird live show.
Oh, it is the best room. It's amazing. It doesn't look like much. It's just in the world of theaters, it's a black box.
Yeah.
But the way it's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But the way it's laid out is you've got 700 people on the floor on bar stools. It's a really unusual arrangement, but wow, it works. So there you've got a bar stool and the seats it's a unit, so you can't. There's no you can't move your stool around and make noise. But there's 4 seats attached to this bar stool unit. So it's you, your best mate, your missus, his missus, 4 pints.
And a little table.
And a table. And so you've got, essentially, you're gigging in a 1,000-seat Dublin pub.
Oh, my God.
Everybody sat at a
I just
stool.
thought it was a theatre.
It's fucking
Oi,
unbelievable.
Irish lids, please get involved with this.
Oh, you'll love it.
We need to sell this out. It's going to be fucking amazing.
I'm going to do Talking Bollocks on Tuesday. I'm flying over on Tuesdays to do their podcast to give it a plug.
Oh, it is the best. It's so good. Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing room.
We're very excited. Yeah, we're doing that with the podcast, and then I'm doing the Olympia in January.
Also great, but that's a classic, you know, your
It's
classic.
a wall of people, isn't it? Like they're all very close.
Yeah, that's your classic Victorian, you know, with the balcony and whatnot. But it's also a great room. It's great. It was, the biggest room I've ever done. It was 2 Christmases. It was back here. I did. There was a big gig on in the Philharmonic, and I have to say, what I know of Liverpool is being a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
So all I really up to very recently know of Liverpool is come off the motorway, park near Anfield, go to the game, have a drink in one of the many salubrious establishments nearby. The Park Inn is my boozer of choice, and then fuck off.
Yeah.
Right. So it was only when I was walking around where the Philharmonic was, I was like, oh my God, look at all this.
It's not North Liverpool.
Jesus Christ, so it's not all Anfield. Look at this, they've got a Philharmonic.
Philharmonic's great room.
It's that, and then I was staying with my mate Brett and Mary's. They live over in New Brighton, the other side of the water. And that same time, they took me out to Lark Lane. I was like, look at all this Sefton Park, fuck me.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I thought
that's where Carl lives. Carl who's had to leave because of his mum's vagina.
God rest her mum's vagina soul.
Yeah. Let's hope she,
You never did hot water and stuff? Or you sort of past that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You did Rawhide back in the day, though, eh?
Way, I did one gig years
really?
and years and years. In
Oh, so Liverpool's never been a regular gig in place?
I just hadn't had the chance. By the time, a lot of the gigs were starting to open up here, I was already off the circuit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just a weird gap. But that's what I know with Liverpool is going to Anfield. Taking me kid to Anfield. I took him to his first game. He's a little posh boy from North London. He's 22 now, but he was 9. Fuck, it was so great. He was like, we were walking back from school. He's born and raised in North London, right? And he was a dinosaur boy. Right? He was always into dinos. He'd never really shown that much interest in football. And we were walking back hand in hand from school in Muswell Hill one day, and he went, Dad, I like football now. I'm like, oh yeah. And do you have a team? And he went, yes, I do. And I'm like, all right, if the kid says Chelsea, just don't kick him into the road. Right? Or it's like, to be honest, he was born and raised literally in between Arsenal and Spurs. So I think it's going to be them. But at the time, Chelsea were on top, right? And I'm like, all right, who have you picked? And he went, I like Liverpool. And I literally picked him up and just carried him home like a little trophy, just going, red men, red men, red men, red men. And he went, do you want to go to a game? And he went, yeah, I'd love to, Dad. And I went, that's what we're doing, right? And at the time I was like, I have no connection. I'd only ever scrounge ticket from somebody else. I was like, I don't know how to make this happen. And I got on the Gumtree, right? And I found this dude who was selling tickets for the next game.
That
right?
could have gone so wrong, couldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So it turns out it was just dude. He's a family of painted decorators from Birkenhead, right? And there's they've got 4 season tickets in what used to be the centenary stand right underneath the scoreboard. So he went, it's like whatever it was, 200 quid, whatever. He goes, in cash, meet me in this pub, right? The Park Inn. Yeah, that's the one. So that's all I know. So me and Flynn, who's 9 at the time, we drive up, right? Park the car, one of those weird little gravelly bullshit car parks, and there's a man called Len who's got a limp. Don't worry, kids, you can't be here. It's not gonna fucking happen. So we get there, we go into the pub, and I'm looking for this dude, calling him, right? There's just glass all over the dance floor. There's 2 dudes threatening each other. There's a big fat mam trying to split people up. And my son's like, I'm like, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. And I goes, we're just going to meet this guy with ticket. He goes, all right, yeah, come on, we just got to go outside the pub. And Flynn's like, I really need to pee. Dad, I really need to use the toilet. I go, yeah, not here, son. He goes, no, I really need it. He's hopping from foot to foot. I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, all right. Like the smoking ban had already come in, but people are tabbing away in the booth, like mayhem. So bring him out to the toilets out the back, right? And it's all the urinals rammed because it's like 10 minutes before kickoff.
Yeah.
Knock it, let's go, right? So it's that surge, right? So everybody's in there having a piss. There's people pissing in the urinals, people pissing in the stalls. There's the actual toilet, right? There's an old boy, you know, just an old fucking big purple nose.
Yeah.
You know, like Desi.
I know him, yeah.
Yeah, big fucking Desi with his purple nose. And he's pissing into the sink, right? His big old purple cock and his purple nose. Right? And he's there with his big belly and that. And he's pissing in the sink, right? And my son's, I'm like, oh, fuck, what have I done? Why have I, this is like, what have I done? Right? And he's like, I really need to piss that. And he goes, I'm like, there's nowhere here, son, we'll go, right? And this guy just edged along and he goes, go on, son, jump in, join in, lads. It's so great. I'm going to tell you the most scouse line ever. He goes, go on, lad, join in. And my son, like little posh London boy, just went, I don't think so. He goes, don't be like that, lad. Go on, join in, lad. You deserve it. You deserve it, lad. It's so great, isn't it? You deserve a piss in a sink, kid. It's so fucking great.
Oh, he's purple cock.
So fucking
Purple
great.
bin, purple cock.
Purple nose, purple cock.
All this talk of toilets means I need to go and do a poo.
Have you needed to do a poo for about 10 minutes? Has it been coming?
That's the
5 or
aliens.
6.
That's the
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah.
That's the alien
It's the
signal.
modafinil. All right, he's going to go and make an Area 51. Hello, everyone. Now it's time to tell you about my absolute favourite sponsor that this episode is brought to you by. It's BetterHelp.com. Now, Finn, you and I have both enjoyed the benefits of therapy.
Yes.
I'm a smackhead and you get sad.
True.
But have you ever tried online therapy?
I've not, but I'm interested to find out more about it.
Okay, well, let's do the rest of this advert talking like 8-year-olds. I like it because it makes me feel better. So I've done a little bit of therapy, you know, because of being a crackhead. And they had to come to my house and we had to do it in the garden office, which was the scene of the crime, which felt weird. And it was just logistics and ball ache. And then you've got, I just don't know, do you want to be able to smell your therapist?
So mine's a lot easier. I do all mine over the phone, and it's arranged at a time that suits me.
Are they a proper therapist? Or are you just ringing, do you just ring takeaways and then start whinging?
It could be my kebabi.
Oh,
I'm not
right.
sure.
So I've never done the online, but you should try it. BetterHelp, basically, you go on there, you tell them what you need, the specialists in all types of therapy, and then you get to do therapy online from the comfort of your own home or wherever you can find the privacy. You don't have to do waiting rooms. You don't have to travel for it. It's at home. So give it a go. And this, I know we're joking about it, but I've said this a few times. There should be no more stigma about mental health and getting therapy and getting help. If you're suffering with all sorts of relationship stuff, alcoholism, anything that you're suffering with in your life, just the stresses of work, maybe therapy is an option to just improve your outlook. Where can they do that, Finn?
They can do it at betterhelp.com/word10.
Visit betterhelp.com/word10 today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/word10. That's it, really, isn't it? I hope you're doing all right.
I'm doing better.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Could you get me some that we'll talk in a bit? BetterHelp.
We've just had news come through from Carl. The labia is out the fridge, but now it's stuck in the
I
freezer.
hope she's
So-
all right. I hope Barbara Riegler is all right because this has been fun. Boo's editing the episode.
That is not the worst thing that's happened to that woman's pussy. She's going to be fine.
I mean, I would like to condemn
has
you, but I
known-
have seen the brass plaque.
He has known this woman since childhood. He's an animal. You've got a podcast.
Just started.
First guest,
Yeah.
Barbara Riegler. No, I'm joking. You've just started a podcast.
Yeah, myself and Glenn Wool, who's
Yes.
yeah,
He's done he's been on
Legend.
twice, yeah?
yeah. So it's called Egypts of the World, and it's basically a roundup of what's happened in the news that week. But instead of going, you're wrong and we're right, you know what I mean? We can get all a bit like that.
Yeah.
We just focus on who's been a fucking Egypt.
Okay.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
nice.
And celebrate the stupidity. Because if somebody's been stupider than you, then that makes you feel good. Right? Do you know
What's
what I
it
mean?
called? What's it called?
Egypts of the World.
Nice. We'll get
So-
all the tags in.
Yeah.
And you are doing some Irish tour dates as well.
Yeah. I'm just at the end of this month in April, I'm doing my Edinburgh show from last year, which is called Krakatoa. Now, this isn't just normal stand-up, right? There's an hour of stand-up in it, but it's my Edinburgh show from last year. I've got an interactive volcano,
Right.
right? I've got an interactive volcano on stage, And at any point during the show, and I dress up as Magnum PI, so I'm in a Hawaiian shirt and a tiny pair of Daisy Duke cut-off denim shorts. There's a rolling projection of a spewing volcano behind me, smoke machines. And if any point, for whatever reason during the show, any reason, anybody in the room shouts Krakatoa, the volcano explodes and the smoke machines go off.
How many Edinburghs have you done, Andrew? Because that rings like a man who's done too many. He was like, yeah, this spoken word stuff really needs a volcano.
Yeah, 30 years. Have
you done an Edinburgh show every year?
Yeah. Well, no, hang on. So I started when I was 20 and I'm 49 now. And then there was the pandemic. So 27, 28.
Holy shit.
So that's more than 2 years of my entire lived life at the Fringe.
Yeah.
Which anybody who's ever been at the Fringe will know how fucking insane
so
that
you've
is.
lived in Edinburgh for 2 years of your two of the most mental.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of 2 years of Saturday nights.
Is that just you get to the end of the Fringe and you're like, cool, I'll just be there the next year? Because I love the Fringe and I've done 5 or 6, but after a few of them, I was like, God, I don't want to do that again for a few years.
Well, I'm taking a year off this year.
I'm going back this year.
Are you?
I'm taking your spot. Yeah.
Yeah, you have it.
Can you borrow your volcano?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I'm going to just try and run my tour show in. I'm
do it.
not going up to do the Fringe. I just want to do 20 shows.
What's the place for it? Where are you going to go?
Absolutely.
Where are you doing?
I'm doing Monkey Battle 3 at 9:55.
That's an awesome little room.
Yeah.
Those monkey barrel spots are fantastic.
What's your pick of the day? You've done 28, 29
what
Fringes.
hour slot?
Which is because I've done tea time that I enjoyed, but then I did a 9 o'clock that had so much more life to it.
Yeah, I think the prime time really is 8. So either starting at 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30 or late. After that,
It gets a bit too
it
pissed.
can get a bit sketchy. You can just get lunatics in, which is what happened. Oh fuck! So last year, one night during Krakatoa, I was doing some stuff about Scottish politics, which is fucking really stupid. Like it's unbelievably, it's just a fucking gold mine of stupidity. And I was taking the piss out of Scottish politics, and obviously, needless to say, one Scottish dude got really offended, stood up and went, "I've paid my money. This is outrageous, da-da-da," right? And he's really, really angry. And I'm like, well, you don't have to stay. He went, "I paid my money, I'm staying." Right? But he insisted, right? Somebody just went, "Krakatoa." Drowned him out, right? He then goes, "Shut up, shut up." Somebody else went, "Krakatoa." He then fucking issued the immortal words, "You're all being silly." At a comedy gig. Krakatoa! Krakatoa! He fucking...
Was that the record Krakatoas for the run?
Oh,
was that the
fuck.
night where you hit like...
Yeah.
The
No,
most.
you never know. Each night, like, depends. Sometimes it's through the show. One night they didn't do it at all. Until the end I went, well, you didn't even set the volcano off once. And I'm literally micing the stand about to fuck off. And somebody went, "Krakatoa." And then they wouldn't shut the fuck
You know,
up.
that doesn't surprise me about a Fringe audience.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's a thing, but let's just listen to them. I'm sure they're going to say it.
I'm sure he wants to draw us in, but no,
I'd
let's
rather
sit
just
back.
watch this.
Because we're the Wednesday crowd.
Bradley's got a question about stand-up. He says, proud patron here. Best in the game, by the way, boys. Nostalgic comedy question. When you were getting started in comedy, who was the person you looked up to the most that you were gigging with? Not like famous TV comedians, the guys you had actually met.
Oh, well, this is fucking gay, innit? Because it's you.
What?
It was you.
Oh, you little sweetie.
Oh.
And it was him for me as well. Was it? Yeah, it was 10-year-old Adam Rowe.
Oh, that's nice. That is
Who
nice.
was it really? Oh, you
Yeah,
little
you got to remember, like, when I started 2010, and you were just the guy in the Northwest. You hosted all the new act nights, so all the new acts got to know you. But then you were hosting and headlining every club of a weekend.
And then the cunt caught me up.
And now, look
And now it's fine.
now look you.
And now I
Chinese
rely on
finger
him
trap.
so much. So much of my future relies on him.
We're moving to Austin.
Oh, my God. Laura, I've got some news. We're buying a gun. Who was the guy that you...
Well, I think Patrice O'Neill. Because I was on the
No
circuit
way.
with Patrice. We were just doing jonglers gigs together. Like him.
How
So
long-
funny
how
that
long-
someone that good did jonglers.
How long was he over here for?
Oh, he did a long time. He did a long time just on the circuit. Just doing the jongler. In fact, his ex-girlfriend was from here. He had a Scouse missus
That's so funny.
years and years ago. Yeah. Scouse chick. And
God, I hope it was me mum.
I don't think it was your mum. Could be though, maybe.
You know.
I when I was starting out, it was the guys that it was because I was the sound tech at the Hyena, and met a lot of really like tired jonglers comics who made me go, I don't think this is going to be loads of fun.
Yeah.
Then when Jim Jeffries was on the other week, guys went like when Phil Nicol turned up or Glenn Wool turned up or Jim Jeffries turned up, I was like, oh, this is going to be so. I remember meeting JJ Whitehead for the first time, who was literally I was like 21 at the time and he was 23. 24 and you're like, this is fucking doable.
Yeah.
But it was guys like I think I gigged with you in Leeds, and like I've told this story on the pod before, but you're the reason I don't have not phobia. What's the getting paid before a gig?
Right.
The superstition.
Yeah.
About getting paid before a gig. I gigged with you at the Hi-Fi, and Toby Jones was like, "Look, I'm not there. Can you sort the money out?" You were closing, I was comparing, and it was 150, 200 quid or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was like, the opening act, I was like, I've got your money. And they were like, I can't get paid because it's bad luck, isn't it, to get paid before the gig. So I was like, all right, cool, then I won't offer it. I was like, I'm going to offer it to Maxwell just in case. I went, Andrew, do you want the money before the gig? And he went, give me the fucking money. I could eat my dinner on stage. And you went, I'll have it in my fucking pocket. And every time I get a laugh, I'll move £120 from this pocket to this pocket. And genuinely, it made having guys to look up to when you're starting out teaches you what you're going to be like as a comic. If you look up to the wrong guys, you're going to be a fucking douchebag. And if you look up to the right guys, you go, I'm just going to be sound like that cunt. I want to be that.
Let's just enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always think like the hard part of the job is the road.
Yeah.
Is you're away from your loved ones, eating badly, sleeping badly, fucking hotels, all that shit, traffic jams, delayed flights. Oh, that's the job. So like when you actually get onto the stage, you might as well enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't promise you I'm going to be able to enjoy myself tonight in Newcastle. Like, I love it up there. The audience are going to be great, but I need to go to bed and they're not going to let me.
But you are going to get to time travel from here to South Shields, aren't you? You are going to close your eyes in Liverpool and open them up on Tyneside.
Yeah, that's
You're going to be in a little box and two peasants are going to carry you like a medieval prince.
Adam is here. Let's do some have a words. That's why we named the podcast.
It's time to have a word with Adam.
Ross Kerr says, Wag Wag Lids, can you have a word with all the women wearing coats down to their fucking ankles looking like Arsene Wenger? I'm so happy it's spring, so they won't be wearing them much longer. I don't know. This is a very specific whinge.
He wants to be a pervert, doesn't he?
No. I have seen the coats he's talking about.
I like them.
They're like puffer coats.
Yeah.
That go down to the...
Yeah, they're quite
They
cool.
almost look like, and this is bad, is it what is the burqa? They look like a sort of like...
Burqa adjacent.
Yeah, like an Arctic burqa.
Arctic burqa.
That's a different band, isn't it?
Like if North Face made burqas.
Yes.
All the way down.
Yeah.
Like as I'm saying it, I realise what I've said.
Yeah.
But I know what I mean.
You're very close, but you still haven't offended anyone. You're there.
Are there any mosques
Onside.
in
You can
Greenland?
You can feel your breath on the glass of insult.
What?
I think they look kind of cool. And also, like,
Yeah.
you know, there's nothing wrong with a bit of mystery now, is there? What's underneath the puffer?
Absolutely. And I say all the time, Andrew, I'm a big champion for women don't have to make any effort. So I prefer a woman looking really casual. Like, I don't like earrings. They knock me sick.
What? You don't like earrings?
No, earrings turn me off. I don't know why.
Any type? Are you talking about the big? Were you raised amongst the big loopy ones?
I was raised amongst them. Yeah. But no, don't like any of them. And also lingerie. Fucking keep that in the cupboard. Put a t-shirt on and nothing underneath the t-shirt. That's well better.
Makeup. You're a fucking dream, aren't you?
So you're into the Winnie the Pooh look.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'd Winnie a Pooh if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think I do. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I don't
Cock in
really.
the arse.
Get your fucking nightie on, girl.
I do. Yeah. Lingerie, the old sozzies and the stockings and that. Like I don't.
I like
it's all a
fancy
bit-
dress or casual. and nothing in between.
Lads,
the opposite end of the
come
spectrum.
on.
I want either a French maid or like a Liverpool top.
Liverpool top.
Make all
footy
the effort,
tops.
or we're not on a top.
A 40
What
top.
about
90s footy top.
Oh, don't.
I
stop.
fucked a girl in a
right,
90s Leeds top once and it was great.
What, did she have a, did you have your bower on the back? Who was it?
I think it was Viduka.
Nice.
Did she pull it over her head like she scored?
It was Mark Viduka.
She had your cum on your back.
That's a yellow card, little lady.
It was great. Oh, 40 tops, but yeah, and then fancy dress.
What sort of fancy dress are we talking about here?
Like genuinely anything.
Anything. What, a gorilla costume?
No, that's you have family line.
A horse costume with a big head.
Quite quickly. But like, you know, maid, cowgirl.
Cowgirl, maid.
Um,
all the
which is
sexy
allowed.
devil.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
sexy devil.
Sexy devil.
Halloween's a fucking horny nightmare for me.
NCP car park attendant. Oh. What about Asda staff member? Ooh.
Genuinely, it would, like, if she was fit as well, then I could get on board.
You mean like, and she's in the tabard because she works. she's at the deli counter.
Yeah.
There's been a spill on
Not
aisle
only are you
4.
fit, but you can make me a fucking butty. Get to ours, girl.
He has really been taken by this medication. All
No,
the way.
this is him. This is it.
I'll tell you what. The chick who works in the booth at the tunnel.
The Mersey Tunnel.
Yeah.
They're all automated now.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, there's one. There's always one manned.
There's one man. Has to be.
Usually by a sexy lady. Someone else chip and pinning.
The thing is, though, I don't want to fuck the one who actually does it, but an attractive woman in that outfit, absolutely.
How would the role play go? You're in the fast tag lane and you need to slow down and come to the manned or the woman. Awful. There's no role play that the fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
a leading alpha male, global trotting alpha male, and I am the Birkenhead Tunnel manned booth. Oh, that sounds good, actually.
Go,
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
And go.
I can get into it.
You're there with an erection.
When we got the bus back, when me and Carl were left on it, when we went to go through the tunnel, because it was a minibus,
Yeah.
he went into the like the camper van section,
Right.
and there was a fella who was like, "Oh, he spotted me here." So as we went up, he'd like switched the machine off, so we had to do it manually. And he was like, "Oh, how many seats have you got there?" And he's like, "Oh, just a few camper van." He's like, "It seems like you got a lot." He's like, "Yeah, we like to travel in style." And he's like, "Looks like a camper van." He's like, well." And he's like, "Yeah, £2 so paid it. So maybe that could be your."
Yeah, the guy
Oh,
that
it
drove
looks
us,
like a van, let me
the
get
guy
in and have a
that
look.
drove us to and from London, really nice guy. But as we left the services in Rugby, he was like, "Fucking hell, lads, you've not nicked nothing. You've not even tried to steal anything." We're like,
Shame on
we were
you.
there when we went down to the cup final. They nicked a whole fucking Krispy Kreme donut stand, the whole fucking thing. He was like really disappointed with us.
Yeah.
Where's
What has happened?
the shit?
What has happened to the fucking youth of today? Tell you what, the greatest services in this country. T-Bay.
I think. Can I just say, not to cut? I think it's a services hack. I honestly do. I think people have been saying T-Bay for too long. The Gloucester
Gloucester's
M5.
the same, though.
No, it's nicer.
What's the one where we went for a Nando's?
Skelling Lake. Oh, it's the
That
best
one
one.
was
Is
great.
that the Leeds one?
Yeah.
They've got a fucking Nando's, a KFC, a Starbucks. They've got
No,
fucking everything.
T-Bay and Gloucester are run by the same people, and it's exactly the same place.
Listen, if you like your fudge, you farm fudge. I'll give you that. T-Bay's all right.
No, and they do
I like
pies.
I like a
as
well.
Nando's. I like Nando's starters with a Zinger Tower
Because you're a
burger.
fucking child, and you're just like, I like that one food, so I'm just going to eat it forever. You need to expand your horizons, Daniel.
What, and eat fudge?
No, pies. They've got a lovely lamb pie.
They do the lamb one's great. They do a chicken and mushroom one.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
they're really
You ever
good.
eaten a pie, Dan?
Yeah, the amount of times I'm having a Zinger Tower burger and Nando's starters thinking, oh, I wish I had a lamb pie. Fuck off.
The lamb pie, a pie at a music festival gets you through the third day.
Is that true?
Yeah, it does. You
I
gotta
don't
have
think
a
you've
pie.
been taking enough drugs at these festivals. Because when I've been to festivals on day 3, I'm just trying not to have a heart attack. I'm not thinking, I need a lamb pie.
Lamb pie or Xanax? Lamb pie or Xanax? Lamb pie.
One more, and then we will close this bad boy out. By the way, I love Sneak because Steve has been looking at me and this kind of sneak for the last 15 minutes going, remember to do the sneak plug. I love sneak. If you're at day 3 of a festival and you can't find lamb pie, sneak.
Sneak. It's like cocaine for your throat. Is that one of their taglines?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it might be a new
And
one. I've not seen
also,
that one yet.
let's not forget, I'm going to drink that can of Sneak because I have to drive 300 miles now.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the end of England in Kent on a can
Oh.
of Sneak.
What a lovely drive of a
Yeah.
Thursday afternoon.
5 hours.
Please download Andrew's podcast because that's the reason he's here.
wanna see me
No
mates
cunt
go.
wants to drive to Kent. Where are you digging in Kent?
I want to live there.
Oh, you live in
Yeah,
Kent?
yeah.
Oh, you picked the wrong end of the fucking home counties.
It's a long, it's a long way. But I live on a beach and I can see France.
Shut up.
I do.
Oh, it does sound better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a can of Sneak.
I'm
for
going to have a
later.
can of
Right,
Sneak.
okay.
Can I have that can of Sneak?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh.
And now it's a
Sneakling.
fizzy.
I'll open that in 5 hours.
Just as you get home.
Go on, Steve, do it.
The sneak link is in the description.
Yeah, it's in the
They made it
description.
easier for
Word
you.
10.
Oh, it's raspberry lemonade.
I really like it.
Yeah, that
And then you can also,
Oh, Dan like shoves these up his ass, mate. He
and
loves
then
it.
you can snort these as well. which
What's
is
that?
good. But I prefer lamb pie.
That's like protein powder, but it's energy drink instead.
It's a still variant.
It's a still version. You mix
That's
it
my
with water.
that's my preference.
Uh-huh.
One more, cause Adam's gotta go. Can you have a word with blokes who give themselves nicknames? I think it is acceptable when you're 15 and not when you're 45-year-old father of 2. Worse when their nickname has nothing to do with your actual name. To give you some idea of what I mean, there is a guy here in Australia whose name is Freddie, and his nickname is Tiger, and everyone knows him as Tiger. And it's also a nickname he's given to him fucking self. I do believe this is an Australian thing. Tiger is also a serial womanizer who prides himself on sleeping with other men's women. I think, Jay, you just hate this cunt and aren't bothered about the nickname thing. Much love, Jay. P.S. Perth, Western Australia is far better than Nashville. Well, I don't know because I will never go that far again. Giving yourself nicknames?
You can't give yourself a nickname.
You've spent
You
time
can
in
try.
Australia. Is this a thing?
I sort of have actually. I'm ROWE Bags, and I did that accidentally, but I gave myself that name, didn't I?
Yeah.
You auto-nicknamed yourself.
Yeah, I didn't really
I
mean
didn't
to
know
do
that was a thing that could
I didn't think it
happen.
was going to catch on, but it has, and now it's.
Yeah, but we've done 3.5 hours of podcasting for 3 years, and we were
Right.
allowed to say any words.
Right.
If I saw him introduce, if he went up to someone who didn't know him and go, "Yeah, ROWE Bags," like it's a yellow card, isn't it? Like on the podcast, you can say, and you can say Arctic Burka, and it's part of your income.
It's my new password.
You go out there and say that to real people in real life. That's not allowed.
They live different lives out there.
They do, don't they? With rules.
Does Finn count? He's got his music name, which is Finley K.
No, I
It's
mean,
not a nickname, though, is it?
yeah, but it's a
That
state.
is my name. I know no one calls me Finley, but it is my name.
Yeah, but it just not. No, it isn't.
I know
No,
it
but
isn't.
it's a stage name. That's a stage name.
Right.
That's allowed.
Yeah, I think stage names are all right.
I wish I'd given myself the stage name Vinny.
Vinny.
Yeah, because that was my first name for a week. We've said this before.
Well,
But it's the name of his penis as well. Which
your cock is called Vinny.
That's Little Vinny.
Little Vinny.
Yeah.
Is it Lil or little?
he's got a sitcom
Is it
treatment.
Lil or little?
It's Vinny and
Lil
Little
Vinny. Yeah,
Lil-
it's probably
Lil Vinny.
Yeah, like Lil Wayne, but
Yeah,
Vinny.
Oh, it's
I
It's
don't think
Lil.
It's Lil.
Lil Vinny.
Raps to him.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know whether giving yourself a nickname is particularly Australian,
No.
but they're good swearers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of you dirty cunt.
Oh, really?
Oh,
look.
look, mate.
Look,
you're,
mate.
Right,
You're a
cunt.
red bag cunt.
A woman messaged
Or
me
a
yesterday.
dead set cunt. That's a
dead
great
set
one.
cunt?
That's we could because they use cunt so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I
it's
mean?
fine.
So you're only actually calling somebody a cunt if you add dead set beforehand.
Oh, cunt's just.
Yeah.
Oh, this can.
This can.
can.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Yeah, this can.
I got a
Dead
message
set
yesterday
cunt, mate.
off an Australian woman, and she swore at me in the second message. So she messaged me and said, "Please come to Australia on tour." And I was like, "Hi, I'm doing. They'll be announced soon." And she replied to that was "Fuck right off, you cunt."
I already find her attractive.
They're great people.
At least she didn't call you a dead set cunt.
Then you know. Then you know.
Ah, look, you dead set
Oh,
cunt.
look, mate. He's a dirty cunt.
No, you can't give yourself. We'll rule on that. You can't give yourself nicknames on a podcast. You can.
Oh, yeah,
But has he given himself that tiger nickname?
This cunt is called Freddie, which already makes me not like it.
my mate's one of my best mates in Sydney. His best mate is called Uncle Cunt. His real name's Dave, but everybody in the suburb of it's called Coogee. It's the next suburb on from Bondi, and he's like the legend of
Uncle
Coogee,
Cunt.
and he's Uncle Cunt. Everybody knows Uncle Cunt.
Now, are you allowed to call him Uncle Cunt as a child? Like, are they?
I'd imagine it happened after puberty.
No, but I mean, Australian kids can't be like, that's Uncle. No?
No.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yeah, he ain't
He
got,
got
no
it as an
kids.
adult, surely.
No, but what? How do the kids refer to him?
What-
Are they allowed to call him Uncle Cunt?
I don't think
Yeah,
the
in
word.
Australia.
Oh, it's fine.
Like, cunt's like fucking day one of year 2, innit?
That's how you join the secondary school
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
Come on in, you dirty cunts.
Year 3,
It's
you
a,
learn
it's
dead
a
set.
genuine term of affection over there. There's no offence to it at all.
But the other thing about Australia is not what you're saying. It seems Australia is actually really prudish.
Really?
Yeah, all our opinions of Australians are based on Australians abroad.
Right.
The ones
Aussies,
who left.
yes, Aussies.
Fucking right for a couple of fine beers there. We're dancing on the tables, right?
All the ones that have had a stroke. That you know.
had a stroke abroad. But then the Australia, when you actually get to Australia, there's an awful lot of no. You better
really?
be parking in the right parking spot. There's no swearing in the bowls club.
Wow.
Yeah. Australia's way more conservative than people think.
Well,
And Perth is particularly dull.
is it? Fuck you, Jay. Although you're right, but fuck you. You can't give yourself nicknames. Agreed?
No.
Great.
We need to get this man on the road. This man on the road. I'm so glad I'm not driving anywhere as far as you are
I'm
driving.
calling myself Billy Bongos from now on.
Billy Bongos. You're going to do some bingo.
And do that after
Billy's
every joke.
bingo. All right, cool.
Billy Bongo or Billy Bingo?
Billy Bongos.
Billy Bongos, plural.
Yeah.
Like a Portuguese
Like
surname.
I've got 2 bongos.
You own bongos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. I suppose you can't have one bongo, can you? Is that weird? Isn't it? You've got to have 2. Do they only come in 2s, don't they?
It's a sad solo bongo, isn't it? I lost half my bongo. Right, this has gone ridiculous. Enjoy your sneak.
I will. All the way home. Thank you.
I'm on tour, Dan's on tour, the podcast's on tour. Tickets for all of them at haveawordlive.com.
I've got some previews booked in. Going to Stoke or Newcastle under Lyme. Got a couple at Phase 1. We've got one Grappenhall near Warrington, one in Longridge. Some of them have already sold out, but danspreviews.com, and then the tour is dannightingale.com. Buy some tickets, motherfuckers. And if you do live in Ireland and you want to come and see us do the podcast live, haveawordlive.com.
Yeah.
Am I right? Come and see us at Vicar Street. We're also doing Newcastle, Glasgow, and Birmingham. London the other week was a fucking riot. Andrew Maxwell, thank you so much for
boys.
coming, man.
Thanks, lads.
Check
enjoyed
out.
it.
Sleep in the back of a punto.
Quick song.
Oh, fuck.
It's everyone's favourite bit of the podcast. Yeah.
Is this the one I said, yeah?
Which one?
Oh, okay, cool. We'll work that out afterwards.
We'll work that
I've been working on some
Go
music.
on. Who's
Oh no,
singing?
that was last. That was last time you.
Fane,
were
I've got to go. Who the
Okay,
fuck's singing?
sorry. But this is Caden Nolan, who we've had on before.
Oh.
This is called "There Are No Futures Here." We're running low on songs, so Finley at haveawordnetwork.com.
It's good we got him back because people haven't shut up about it. They're like, oh, get him back. So.
Yeah. Also, my gig at Jimmy's in June is on sale now.
And I'm introducing him. 24th of June.
Yes.
Jimmy's, Liverpool. All right, we're going to go.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.